And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Air Podcast, After Hours Edition. We're joined 5 lovely ladies. Let's get into it.
Let's go!
Nobody cares, bro. Get out. Get out. Go. Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
I know the night is not as it seems. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it this time.
All right. All right, we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast, man. We got a little bit of a new look here. As y'all can see, man, we are streaming on every platform. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble.
Yes.
Of course, rumble.com/freshandfit. That leads me to our first point. Go ahead and check us out over there, guys. As you guys know, we got demonetized on YouTube. So, hey, if y'all want to go ahead and rock with us, go ahead and check us out over there on rumble.com/freshandfit. You can go ahead and send your Rumble rants in there. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube right now and you want to be able to get involved in the show and super chat, don't worry. We found a go around for y'all. You can go ahead and check us out on the link, which is pinned in the top description and in the chat, and use Streamlabs, and that way you can super chat your message into the show and get involved, because you guys know we run an interactive podcast. But yeah, man, other than that, I think, yeah, we can just go ahead and introduce the ladies. I mean,
We can.
Yeah, well,
you guys know the updates anyway.
yeah, y'all know the updates, man. Subscribe to our other YouTube channel, Fresh Fit Clips.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Myron. We're live on Rumble, not on YouTube right now. So,
Did y'all put the stream key in? Well, this is what happens sometimes when you start a brand new thing.
It's a new system, guys.
It's a new system, guys. So
That's
bear
what we
with us
say. We
here.
do it live.
it's coming right now. It's sending data for some reason.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there's a slight delay, I think,
On
from
YouTube?
Yeah.
No, it's still trying to find YouTube right now. It's sending data.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
either way,
Interesting.
we're gonna
We
start.
didn't have that before.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's weird because on my phone it doesn't show either, so it's kind of like I don't know what's happening.
All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and start with the intros.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you don't mind, welcome to the show. Give us your name, your age,
Oh, I see.
what you do for a living, dating status, and if you want to, of course, your body count. And we'll start right here. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm Carmen. I'm 20. I live in Holland, born in Estonia, but Holland is my home. It's where I work, where I study, my friends are. I do international law, and I work as a chef.
And dating status? I think last time you had a African boyfriend that you never met.
I still do.
There you go.
I still do.
When are you gonna meet him, by the way? When are you
Huh?
gonna meet him in person?
I don't know. The visa application is still going. We're in a registered partnership.
You should be
almost.
you should be on our show 90 Day Fiance. Literally.
It's a good show.
I love that actually. I don't know what I do in Europe.
That'd be funny. Okay.
Okay.
And
He loves the show.
oh, he does?
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my wait, is he Nigerian? No. What is he?
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Tunisian? My brother. Welcome.
What's your highest education level completed? You said you're in college right now,
Yeah.
studying international law, right? Do you have your
Yeah.
bachelor's degree though?
No, I'm doing my bachelor's right
You're
now.
doing your BA. Okay. And that's in Holland?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
What about you?
Hi, my name is Jenny. I am 21 as of today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
birthday to you.
Let's go.
She's getting older.
I am
Where are you from?
from Miami, Florida,
Okay.
and I
What do you do for work?
am a fashion designer / seamstress.
Okay. What's your highest education level completed?
High school.
Okay. And then relationship status?
I'm in a relationship,
How long you been together?
like a year,
Cool. How'd y'all meet?
through friends.
Wait, what's so funny?
No, nothing.
What's
You
funny,
know something
friends?
that I don't?
No, I can't say it on stream.
Oh.
We met through friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's an inside joke. I can't say it on stream.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay, what about
Fresh
you?
always with the information you can't disclose. All right.
Fresh has no information.
All right. What about you?
Cap.
I am 21. I'm a student.
What's your name first?
My name is Kanisha.
Kanisha. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey y'all!
All right. And then you said you're 21. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Miami, born.
Okay. Cool.
Born in Miami.
What do you do for work?
I'm a student
Okay.
in
Full time?
Miami. Yes,
All right.
full-time student.
All right. So you're pursuing your bachelor's degree, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. And?
Criminology.
Okay. Do you want to drop where you go to school?
No, I don't.
Okay. Fair enough. What's your relationship status?
Single.
All right.
Damn, still?
Yes. Until these men level up, it's gonna stay like that.
Okay.
All right, Queen.
Fantastic.
Talk you. Stuff.
Okay. All right. What about you?
My name is Katarina or Kate, whatever you prefer. I'm from Europe, half Italian, half Eastern European.
How old are you?
20.
Okay. And you're originally from, you said Eastern Europe?
Yeah, well,
Well,
half Italian, half Eastern European.
Estonia, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm And yeah, I'm a full-time student and I work at a student financial center.
Trying to see.
Okay. And then you're pursuing your bachelor's
Correct.
in what?
In marketing, but I'm going to law school after.
Okay. Do you plan to be a lawyer in Italy or in Estonia? Or?
We'll see how it goes. For now, I know I want to go to law school in America, but we'll see what happens after.
Cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then relationship status?
I'm in a relationship.
Okay. How long you been together?
8 months, I believe.
Okay. Does he go to school with you?
He goes in the same city, but a different school in Point Loma.
Okay. Cool. And then what about you?
Hi, my name is Demetra. I am 25 years old. I'm originally from Massachusetts, live in Fort Lauderdale currently.
What part of Mass you from?
Worcester.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
very familiar. WPI and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing
for sure.
over there, but that's fine.
There really is.
Worcester. You guys have the God damn it, Eastern Sprints. It's a big rowing race. It's in Worcester.
Oh.
Eastern Sprints. All the schools go there for Division One rowing. Fuck you, man. What is your what do you do for work?
I'm a full-time OnlyFans girl.
Okay. And then what kind of content do you make for OnlyFans?
I make all kinds of content. I mean, you know, girl, boy,
Okay.
self.
Okay.
Fair enough. Wait.
Boy.
I mean, boy, girl. Sorry.
Okay. What's your highest education level completed?
I did 2 years of college, dropped out.
You didn't get your associates?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You went to like a 4-year school?
No, I went to community college
Okay.
and cosmetology school. I completed that, and I also did hair right before I started doing OnlyFans full time.
How long you been doing that for?
I've been in the hair industry for 10 years and been doing hair for 5.
Okay. And then OF, how long?
It's only been 3 months, so it's pretty new.
Oh, okay.
What do you like more, hair or OF?
I do like hair for the creativity, for just kind of like, just because I always love playing with hair, but OF gives me more freedom to just kind of like work whenever I want, wherever I want, and interact online.
So it's funny, your career, which is the hair, you used to work on hair.
Yeah.
Now OF, they're working on your hair.
Yeah,
By
they
pulling
were.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What's your are you in a relationship?
Single.
Okay.
I mean, you couldn't tell, bro.
Yeah, well, you got to ask, right? It's on the
Yeah,
questionnaire.
You're right.
So,
welcome to welcome.
Yeah, welcome. You can hit the first question fresh.
Okay, ladies. We're
AK in the chat. Holy
shout out to
academics, man.
Shout out to academics in the chat. I think
Big AK.
I think he's gonna be here in Miami in like a week or two, right? Something like that.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Let us know when you're. I hit you up. Let me know the dates that you were gonna be here.
He did an awesome breakdown of our,
Our
debacle as
situation?
well, and he's very, supportive, but still not too biased. So shout out to him for always dropping the knowledge.
Shout out to him, man.
And guys, on YouTube, we know the quality is kind of weird, more or less. We're fixing it right now.
Quite as weird on YouTube.
Yeah, chat saying it's like 720p.
It's
and
really
it's
weird.
So
I don't know what's going on there, but
interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
And we're on Rumble anyway, so just come to Rumble.
Yeah, rumble.com/freshfit, guys. Check us out over there if you want to watch the stream in higher quality. It's the space for the YouTube chats. Oh, that's what's messing it up.
yeah, they're seeing like the black, black. So they confused.
Oh.
Oh wait, so they can't see. Okay, Fresh, just run the thing while I get this shit.
Okay, ladies, real quick. So we're in Miami, right? Obviously speaking, we go outside sometimes. We party. It's part of culture here. But let me ask you this: do you want your man to be in the party industry itself? So would you date like promoters, guys that go outside, or do you prefer your man to like stay inside and just be home? I guess. Like, what do you prefer in a guy? To be going outside all the time or to be home?
Homebody.
Homebody? Why?
Yeah. Just because, I'm not outside all the time, so I prefer my man to kind of like level with me. I do not want, obviously a lot of things go down when you go out. I'm sure we're all familiar. So definitely not my kind of vibe.
Wait, but how do you know what goes on outside?
Because I've been outside.
Okay, so do you go outside now?
No, I haven't gone out in a very long time.
What made you stop?
Just because I've been focusing on work lately, so I just been trying to level up my game, on OnlyFans. So definitely just been focusing on that and not really just, partying as a distraction as of the moment.
So you want your man to stay home and be a homebody?
Yeah, why
Interesting.
not?
What about you?
I would say a balance. If I would have to pick and choose, I would say homebody as well. But why I say balance is because I have like those moments when I go out a lot, and then there's some other moments when I'm just like in the house for 2 months. So it kind of depends,
Could you tell me what happens when you go outside to parties? You get hit on, like you get sections right away. What happens when you go outside to like a club?
I mean, I'm sure we're all girls. Guys hit on us, on all of us probably. I mean, I just say I'm in a relationship and they kind of like, go away. I just like to dance with my girlfriends, I think that's the fun part about it.
When your boyfriend goes out, does he get that same, I guess, like interaction?
I would hope so. When we go out together, yes, I would hope so. I mean, I trust him. He's actually going to Cabo tomorrow, so hopefully he'll do the same thing as I do. I mean, I trust him.
That's a lot of trust. Okay. What about you? Do you prefer a guy that goes out or stays home, like more like a homebody?
I mean, I don't need somebody who's necessarily a homebody 100% of the time because I'm not going to say people who are homebodies are boring, but like I'm definitely an extrovert, loud person. Like anybody who sees me in the club is probably like, she should sit down. So yeah, I need somebody who like, at least sometimes you got to be ready with the energy.
Like drug dealers?
No.
So you want like a mix, basically?
Yeah, mix.
Okay. And then for you?
For me, I don't really like to go out, so I prefer people who are like more homebodies, like every now and then maybe, but I like to be more chill, laid back.
Okay. And then for you?
Whatever makes them happy. But I think someone that goes out more so that they can bring me along and I don't know, we can have a fun time together, new experiences, make some memories, and I think it's just more fun. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you're dating a guy and he says to you, you know what? I prefer a girl that wants to be home all the time, like a homebody.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
No, that wouldn't be my guy.
Why?
Because that's not me. Because I've been in a relationship as such, and it just makes me miserable. I feel like I'm closeted, and yeah, you can't really go anywhere. You can't really develop new relationships, have new experiences, and I don't know, life stays in stagnation. Or
So you want to go outside and you want to be outside and have fun, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to meet new people. I want
For you?
to go new places.
What was the question?
The question is, if you had a guy that told you, you know what, I respect that you want to have fun and all that stuff, but I prefer a homebody. I want you to be home most of the time. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, if that's what they want, then it's not a problem. Most of the time, that's what I want as well.
Okay.
Unless it's like we're going out together, then that's when it's more fun, in my opinion. But why would I go out by myself? Unless, like, it's like a special case scenario, like a friend's birthday or something.
Smart. For you? So you said you want a homebody, basically.
No, I said I want a mix.
A mix.
But I feel if somebody asked me to stay home, I would want to go out more. So it's hard, and I, not gonna lie, I'm a Miami girl. I do Miami things.
So I'm gonna give you a scenario here. What if you really like the guy a lot, respect him all the way, and he says, you know what, babe, I love that you're outgoing and stuff, but I want you to be home. I just feel like it's better if you're home. You would still go out and have fun?
I feel like I'm not gonna lie to him, but I'm gonna try and wind it down. And then once he sees like I'm putting in the effort, maybe he'll appreciate it, or he'll be like, no, try, just do. Stay home. Then I'm be like, "Argh."
But as a party girl in Miami, you know what happens in the streets. You know what happens in the club.
But I like people who know me outside, they know that like I'm not down for it all. I know how to say no. I know how to be like, get the fuck back.
But every single time?
a lot of the time.
See, that's scary. Not all the time. Okay.
What's like? But what are you asking for? I'm not gonna be unloyal to my partner. My partner comes first.
But then stay home then.
Yeah, stay home. The fuck?
I'm not the. I mean, I'm gonna stay home if it makes them feel some type of way. But like, if it's been, I'm one of those people where it might be like, oh, I haven't been outside in 3 weeks.
Why not invite him? Go together.
He can come, but like sometimes
He can come.
He can come.
Maybe he could come.
He can come. He can be outside.
So that's like an afterthought. It's not even
He's
like,
not an
oh,
afterthought.
I want to go out. Let's go out together.
Cause like I am somebody who can go out by myself. Like I can make my own vibe. So it's like if you're not, I understand if you're an introvert and that's not your thing. But if you do want to go out with me and that's your thing, I'm not gonna tell you no. I'm like, okay, we lit. We in Miami.
Okay, that is definitely not good news. What about you?
I mean, I feel like I'm definitely more of an extroverted person, so I do need to like go out and have fun. I'm not even talking only about partying. I just like doing random things, like even like some crazy sports extreme. Like I like to go bungee jumping a lot. Fun fact.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's crazy.
I know. I first time I thought I'm gonna die because they make you like jump. But anyways, so I when I got into a relationship with my boyfriend, like I told him right away, like, yo, like I like to go out, I like to stay home as well, but you know, you have to be chill with that. So again, I need a boyfriend who understands that.
So you mentioned earlier you want a homebody for a guy mainly, right? So if you want a homebody in him, why can't you do the same?
Well, because I feel like it's good balance when one partner is like more of a quiet, introverted person, can listen, and the other one is like, you know, like, oh, doesn't stop blabbering. I think that's a good balance. Like I said, if he goes out, it's up to him. You know, I want him to have fun as well, but it's just usually how I think the dynamic works best.
So you mentioned, I want to say activities during the day, which is great because it's during daytime.
Mhm.
But let's say clubs, you said earlier when you go out, guys hit on you. You get drunk, you dance, all that stuff. So is that a good environment for you to be in with a man?
I don't think I'm really drunk that often. I have my friend taking care of me and vice versa. Like, and again, I know how to say no. I always say no. I always been like that. Even before I was in a relationship, I'm really like, I don't know. I can't just do stuff. It's just not my thing. You know what I mean? No judgment though. Oh, guys have fun. But yeah.
All right. Last but not least.
Okay. Well, if my man wanted me to stay home, I could definitely stay home. Like, it's definitely not a big deal.
For how
me.
long?
It doesn't really matter. Like, I obviously like a good balance between going out and staying home. And when I mean go out, like, I'm more of like a restaurant person. I like going out and trying like, you know, new foods. Definitely doing like various activities. Club scene is like a rarity.
Okay.
And like, if he would want to go to the club, if I did, like, I prefer to put curfews on each other.
Oh.
So it's like,
on him too.
absolutely, because if you're gonna put a curfew on me, I'm definitely gonna put one on you as well.
So run this play by me real quick.
Okay.
You're dating a guy. You're
Yes.
serious with him. What time are you putting on him to come home to you?
So it depends. You know, we're here in Miami. Clubs are 24/7. Obviously, I would say no later than like 2 a.m.
Wow.
So nigga be home by 2 a.m.
Like
Minimum.
by 2 a.m. Like like maximum, not minimum.
What's your limit?
My limit? Well, if I'm giving him the 2 a.m., he better give me the 2 a.m. as well. Like,
So it's 50-50, equal.
So,
well, when it comes to that, absolutely, yes, I think so.
Chris, you had a comment?
so question, what if he doesn't come home at 2 a.m.?
Well, then
What
we're
are you
going
gonna
to
do?
have to have a discussion about that and be like, hey, I thought we created these boundaries when we first started dating, because I believe that when you first start dating somebody, you have to be able to establish those boundaries from the very beginning, and you have to like have that conversation. Like, hey, are you
Who's
more...
paying the bills, you or him, or it's a half?
He's paying the bills.
Okay, so then if he's paying the bills, why should he listen to what you have to say?
Because he respects me and he respects what I bring to the table as a woman.
What do you bring?
I bring love, care, nurture. I cook. I clean.
Uber Eats.
I don't do Uber Eats. I actually
we
cook
do.
every day.
Yeah, I mean, you can just buy that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying for this to work, has to be equally set up where you have a curfew, he has a curfew as well, and that's one way it's going to work. It's 50-50 basically.
Yeah, if that were the case, absolutely. Hmm.
But you're not paying no bills.
She ain't paying no bills, man.
I don't have to pay any bills.
Go, Queen.
Got it. Okay.
So you guys are 50-50. but you guys have, so he has all the responsibility, but only half the authority.
He can have, so usually what I would say is that he will have the last say and the last word. Like, say we're having disagreement or a discussion, like as my man, I respect his authority, so I'm definitely going, and his lead, so I'm definitely going to have him have the last word, whether I feel like I'm in the wrong or right. But at the end of the day, I prefer for us to come to an understanding. You
But
know,
realistically speaking, if he has the last word, you can't really put a curfew on him, right?
if he has the last word, and well, yeah, I guess I can put a curfew.
You can't put a curfew on him, and if he actually is the one that has the authority and the responsibility.
If he has the authority and the responsibility, I definitely feel like if you respect me as your woman, this is just a simple ask that I'm, asking from you. It's like, you respect me as your girlfriend, right? Okay, so if you do, can you respect my wishes for you to come home at 2 a.m. just like you asked me? Because, obviously it's the club scene.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good deal for him to abide by that rule when you might not necessarily be an ideal girlfriend? Due to some of the life choices you've made with your profession?
Well, so this is the thing. Like I said, when you start dating somebody, you have to establish that from the very beginning. If you date me and you know that I do OnlyFans from the very beginning and I have established that, that means if you continue into this relationship, then you are okay with it, aren't you?
Okay.
Okay.
So you think it's fair for you to have that request of men where he's expected to be the breadwinner and take care of you, protect and provision, etc., but he has to also follow rules that you would follow as a subordinate?
So it just depends on certain rules. Like, I don't put a lot of rules on my man. All I ask is for you to show me loyalty, love, respect, honesty, and obviously be respectful when you're going out to the club. Like, if you're going to go out to the club with your boys, I have full 100% trust, especially if I'm dating you. So, but the thing is that, like, I don't want you to come home when, like, the sun rises. I would like for you to be home, like, by a certain time, because then I just find it, like, why were you out till 6 a.m.?
But can he argue that it's not respectful that you're on the internet nude?
Well, like I just said, like, if we establish that from the beginning, then he should have no problem with it. You can't just, like, come at me for saying that, like, oh, you have an OnlyFans, so I'm going to stay out till 6 a.m. It does not make any sense. You respect the fact that I have an OnlyFans.
Do you fuck other guys that aren't your boyfriend on OnlyFans?
No. So basically, if I were to have a boyfriend, I would definitely respect my boyfriend and only do it with him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing OnlyFans with other men if I am in a relationship.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. You said you think polarity is important, right? You said that, one needs to be introverted and another one needs to be extroverted in a relationship?
Not necessarily, but I just found that dynamic works best.
Okay. So that's what you're saying. It is the best way to go. So someone needs to be introverted, someone needs to be extroverted. Who do you think needs to be more introverted for the relationship to be successful? The man or the woman?
Like in general?
Yeah.
I think it depends. You can't just pick and choose. I mean, I'm more extroverted than my boyfriend.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who do you think needs to lead for a relationship to work?
Lead the relationship?
Yeah.
I mean, see, I don't believe that someone needs to lead it. I think it should be 50-50.
You think relationships between men and women lead? Well, hold on. Who agrees that it needs to be 50-50 on the panel? 1, 2? Only 2 of you guys? You guys don't, what do you guys think? Who should lead?
The man.
I think
the man for sure.
Man? Okay, so you think it's 50-50. Okay, what makes you say it's 50-50?
Because, well, I'm talking about my personal life. I am working just like he's working. I mean, obviously we're younger. I don't know how it's going to be later. But as of right now, I'm in college. I'm working. He's doing the same thing. It's like, we're both providing for each other. You know what I mean?
Okay. But realistically speaking, are you and him the same?
Same person? No.
No, I mean, are you guys like the same? Like, are men and women the same?
I think they're different, but equal.
Within the confinements of a relationship, though? Do you guys have the same roles?
I think you can, personally, again, I'm speaking from personal experience.
Sure.
Some people might disagree with me, but I think that, I want to work, and if he wants to work, he should too. I want to work and I want to have kids, and I believe in balance.
Would you be okay with him staying at home with the kids and then you work?
I think we can, change. I mean, I think that I should take, like I mentioned in the previous...
Would you actually accept that? Keep it 1,000. If you went to work every single day and he stayed home with the kids, would you accept that?
I would.
Really? Okay. And you would stay with him and you would still respect him the same and everything?
Yes, of course. Yeah, if that's what he wants to do.
Interesting. So in your relationship, you think it's 50-50? You think it works?
Right now, yes, correct.
Right now in your situation. Okay. The thing is that no relationship is 50-50, realistically speaking. There's always someone that needs the other party more. No, there's no such thing as 50-50 in anything, whether it's a relationship with your friends, with your boss, with your business partner, whatever it is. Like, there's always someone who holds a bit more leverage than the other party. So someone has to be a leader at the end of the day, right? There's one president of the United States. There's one CEO of a company.
CEO.
There needs to be a decision maker. Nothing good ever comes from a committee. There needs to be one final decision maker. Who do you think that needs to be, you or the man?
I can't speak on that right now because I'm only 20 years old. I'm not sure how I'm going to be in the future. Right now,
I'm saying in general. It doesn't have to be just for you. It could be, what do you think would be optimal in general?
just in the general world.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I'm seeing, definitely more of a traditional relationship is man is a leader,
Okay.
but it doesn't mean it's for me.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. So you were talking about introverted and extroverted, and you said in your relationship that you are the more extroverted one and your boyfriend is the more introverted one?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think that is optimal for a relationship where the woman is the one that's going out more and the guy staying inside more? Or should it be the other way around in general?
I think it just depends. I mean, when I say I'm going out, I mean, I'm also like, I'm in a lot of like organizations and a lot of like clubs. I'm doing just a lot of things. I just like to keep myself busy. It doesn't necessarily mean about going to the clubs and stuff. This is just like, I'm just extroverted.
Okay. What do you think men find more attractive? A woman that's introverted or extroverted? And I'm going to go around the panel on this one. Do you think men are more attracted to introverted or extroverted women?
I think it just depends on the person. I don't think it's men and women. It's just, for me, even a relationship is more of an equal partnership. So for me, I am quite opinionated. I'm opinionated and I can be quite assertive. And my boyfriend likes that about me.
Is that what he tells you?
That's what he tells me. That's why
Well,
he's
that
with
wasn't
me.
the question. The question was, who do you think needs to be more introverted? Excuse me. Do you think men find introverted or extroverted women is more attractive?
The concept of a man that you have, probably than an introverted woman, I assume.
Okay.
If it's the traditional relationship, but I don't think that really works.
You don't think the traditional relationship works?
No,
worked
I
for
don't think.
thousands of years.
I really do not think it's necessary.
Okay. What makes you think it's not necessary?
Because a relationship is an equal partnership. If I am the one that's assertive, if I can provide, if I earn the money, then it doesn't really matter what my boyfriend does.
Okay. Do you think most women have that mindset?
I know a lot of women that do, and I think it's.
But do you think a majority of women have that mindset where they're okay being a breadwinner and taking care of their
I
man?
think it's unfair to disregard the women that do think that way or that are that way, and it's just unnecessary to put ourselves or like women in a box where they have to be quiet and timid and. I don't know.
I didn't say
proper-
I'm forcing them to be in that box or anything. I'm just simply
No,
asking
but you
you.
are putting them in that box.
No, I'm asking you a
Misogyny.
simple question. What do you think men find more attractive, introverted or extroverted women? That's all I asked.
Generally.
And then you went ahead and talked about yourself. I'm asking in general, and then if you want, answer the question generally, then you can speak about yourself more specifically.
Yeah, well, no, if I mean you and your audience, probably a woman that's more timid and quiet and proper and, yeah, an introverted person.
Okay. And then you said, what did you say after that? You said that you think that it shouldn't be that way. You said it's unfair.
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's unfair. It's if it works for people, sure, but it isn't the case for me, and I believe that there are a lot of people.
Because you said in
for
a
whom it
traditional
isn't the
relationship,
case.
that's how it is. Do you think, wouldn't it be fair to say, though, that most women want a traditional relationship?
No, it's not fair to say that actually,
Why not?
because I know a lot of women that don't, that are just like I am, that are outgoing.
Where are these
that
women
like
from?
To do stuff. From Europe. My
From Holland,
friends.
right?
Yeah, from all over the world. I've traveled a lot, but
Okay.
and most of the people, at least I get along with, are, yeah, they
So-
do stuff themselves.
So you're basing it off of a sample size of people that you know that you're friends with that are from your part of the world, which Holland is an egalitarian, fairly liberal country,
I've
progressive,
traveled
huh? And
I've traveled a lot around
okay.
Europe. It's just, yeah.
do you
it's
think
like
do you think Tunisia observes these values?
I know my boyfriend does.
Is that what he tells you?
Nope.
Yes, it is.
I think that's what he tells you to get what he wants, but that's
my
fine.
nigga's smart.
Yeah.
It's not a lot you
he's a
can get
smart guy.
from me.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. But I'm asking you, do you think a majority of women, if I lined up, let's say even in the United States, let's take a first world country like the United States, do you think a majority of women believe in this egalitarian system that you think that men and women should be under?
No.
Or do most women want a traditional relationship where they have a masculine man who's a leader? Which one?
I believe that they are almost forced to think that way or feel that way, that they should be more quiet and timid because it's a lot of judgment from more conservative people or that do want the traditional relationship that feel the need to force them or put them in a box so that they would feel uncomfortable or not happy with themselves if they're not quiet and if they're not timid, if they're not proper and conservative.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I think if it's anything, it's you make fun of women that want to be moms, that want to stay at home, that want to raise a family. If she's not chasing a career, if she's not going to college, if she's not like believing in feminist ideals, they make fun of her.
No, but it's not really like that. I think that whatever works for a person, it works for them. It doesn't really matter. Whether you're a person that likes dealing with kids, that really enjoys cooking, being at home.
I would argue a majority of women want to be at home. They prefer to not enter the workforce. Most women enter the workforce because they have to, because maybe their man doesn't make enough money, inflation, etc. But if they could stay at home and maybe work from home, they'd prefer that overwhelmingly from going into a job every day or not having to work at all.
Sure. But I can't agree with that because a lot of women that I know, and I know how I am.
But you do understand that what you know is a limited perspective of overall female thought process all over the United States and
the same goes to you. I believe that you surround yourself with people that think the way that you do.
I'm speaking for a majority of women when I say that most women, if given the opportunity, would prefer to stay at home with their family over going into the workforce.
I'm actually curious.
If they do enter the workforce, they're going to do it in a limited capacity where they might work part-time, they might do a job from home, they'll work from a laptop, but they would prefer to stay at home is my point. I'm not saying women don't want to work. I'm saying they want to work in a limited capacity where the man is the breadwinner. Do you want to be the breadwinner in your relationship, realistically speaking?
I don't mind.
So you don't mind,
but do you want to do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, real quick, I'm curious. Do you want to be a breadwinner?
No, I don't.
Do you want to be a breadwinner?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to be?
No.
Do you want to be?
God, no.
So 3-2. So it seems like the majority wins and they don't want to be. But ultimately
But you don't have to say that it's the majority because there's also the minority that really exists and you're disregarding that.
Yeah, of course.
It exists.
But we preface all the questions with in general. Like that's how we preface most of the questions in general. Do you think most women want a traditional relationship? And you're saying, well, that's unfair. It shouldn't be that way. But that's not the question. The question is, do you think most women in general want a traditional relationship? I would argue yes. Most women want a leader. Most women want a guy that's masculine. Most women want a guy that's dominant. Most girls want a guy that's competent, that can lead them, that makes more money than them, etc. So it's like, I mean, it's just biology. It's not really, and that's kind of the problem with an egalitarian belief system that you kind of observe. It doesn't align with biology. Like, women say that they want to be equal to a man, but when it comes to equality for real, they don't want to deal with equal consequences and equal responsibility. You guys want the benefits of equality while not necessarily dealing with the negatives of equality.
I do not see the negatives in equality.
You don't see negatives in equality?
No.
I mean, if you look at jobs that create infrastructure, you look at construction, you look at STEM, you look at engineering, you look at electricians, plumbers, etc. All these physically labor-intensive jobs, women don't enter these jobs.
No, there are a lot of women in the engineering, in mining even, everywhere.
A very small minority. Men control 90% plus of these industries.
That's because of the age-long patriarchy that's been going on. It's just still wearing off of them.
Bruh. You think we live in a patriarchy?
Not anymore, okay? But we've been there for a while.
I have a question for
I would
her.
argue, if anything, we live in more of a... Well, here's the thing. Men are in leadership roles, but it's to a limited degree, right? Because if you look at... Because when women try to sit here and say that, oh, yeah, men have all the advantages, etc., they control the wealth. Well, yeah, that's true. But men also die at a higher rate. They're more likely to die from violence. They're most of the homeless people. They're most of the poverty. Like, even though there's men on one spectrum that are excellent, that are superior, there's a lot of men that are absolutely inferior. So we're on both ends of the spectrum, whether good or bad. But I've noticed that, feminist arguments tend to always look at the guys that are doing really good in the top 1%, but they don't look at all the guys that are absolute failures at the bottom.
But that goes the same for women, though.
Not really. Women tend to be more in the middle with everything.
I think that's your perception. And I'm
That's
never
the
going to
absolute
agree with
truth. The bell curve. If you look at geniuses that are the most geniuses are men, but most low IQ people are also men.
you. Yeah.
Yes, this is a fact. This is not my opinion.
Huh.
So men tend to operate on the extremes of the spectrum. So for every guy that's absolutely excellent, there's a bunch of guys that are losers.
Yeah, but there is every level of testosterone produced in a human body. So every person is really an individual. So I don't feel the need to generalize that. And if you're asking me a question that's based on male or female role, then I feel like you're asking me a question and I should, give you an answer about.
Well,
how
I
agree with
I
Stephanie.
framed the question in a general sense.
I'm sorry.
And then you went and immediately made it about yourself, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. If you want to make it more individual, but you should give the general answer. Then you can go ahead and say, well, that doesn't apply to me because X, Y, Z. But that does not negate the fact that what I said is an objective fact in general. Just because you might not align with it doesn't mean that it's still not true. And you might represent a minority, which a lot of the times that minority could be statistically insignificant. I would argue most women absolutely don't want to be a breadwinner. Most women absolutely don't want to be the predominant breadwinner. Most women don't want to go to work every single day and work a hard manual labor job. And we have the evidence to prove it. If you look at a majority of the laborious jobs, who runs it? Men. Women don't want to do these jobs, and that's fine. But we're different. And I think the problem that a lot of women that believe in egalitarianism like you guys is you guys don't understand, you guys don't accept biological realities. You guys think I can do everything that a man can do, and the reality is you can't. You simply can't.
What is there that I can't do?
Well, in general, women are physically inferior to men. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. You can't run as fast as a man. You can't throw as fast, as hard as a man. You don't have the physical capacity to, excuse me?
I don't have to do that in my everyday life.
Well, if you're going to work a physically, manually labor job, you're going to need some ability to have physical strength, correct?
If you're working with men, you're going to have to keep up with the men. You're going to have to be on the same level as them.
Yes, but even the first question was based on leadership. And I feel like there are a lot of women that are creatives, that are really emotional and that can...
They're not saying that you can't do it. You possibly can, but in the long term, how long can you do it for? How long can you do it for before you hit a wall?
And this is also another argument that a lot of liberals make, right? Just because someone is capable doesn't mean that it's optimal. It's two different things. So if I have 20,000 soldiers, one all female, one all male, who am I better off sending to fight?
To fight?
Yes.
Probably a man.
Okay. So the women are capable of going to war too, right? But it's optimal to send the men to have the best chance. Same exact situation that she's saying. Like, I can have female workers in a certain field or whatever. Yeah, for sure they can do it. I'm not saying women can't do it. But what I am saying is that in general, men are going to be better because we just have, this isn't my opinion. This is an absolute biological fact. We have higher, stronger, more lung capacity, more muscle density, thicker bones. Our faces are designed to withstand more impact. Like, it's just in every physical regard, men are physically superior to women. And if they weren't, why would we have a WNBA? Why would we have female soccer? Why would we have female standards? Why is it that when guys decide to switch their genders, they go into female side, they absolutely destroy them despite the fact that they're on drugs? Think about that. I mean, does that not prove what I'm trying to say? Even though the crazy left is trying to say, oh yeah, go ahead and let them compete in female sports. They're destroying them because we are not the same.
No, I understand your point, and I know that people have different physical capabilities, but your question was also directed towards leadership and assertiveness, and I feel like that...
But all of that plays in. See what I mean? Like, I went another step further, but like, leadership stems from biological superiority from a physical standpoint.
How? How is that true? No, I can be physically very capable, but I can be just unable to talk to people, unable to lead them towards success, unable to motivate them. It doesn't, zero correlation.
I agree. But here's the thing. A part of leadership is communication skills. It is competence.
Which is
it is the ability to be extroverted to a degree. It is being physically capable and dangerous. All of these things play into leadership.
The dangerous part isn't really necessary.
Really?
Yeah.
That's easy for you to say when you live in a safe first world country, but you absolutely need to be capable of danger. How are you going to think about it? The civilized world that we live in now, you do realize that it's civilized because there's dangerous people willing to enact violence to protect your safety.
I know.
if you get attacked, police officers showing up with weapons, correct? You're going to call 911 for more than likely men to show up with firearms to protect you from another individual who's perpetrating violence on you, correct?
Yes, but that's
If
not
the country's
necessarily the
invaded,
leader.
if the country's invaded by foreign invaders who have weapons, we have a military that is going to enact violence to protect your ability to be safe, correct?
But not the president. You know, the president, the
Yeah.
one that's actually leading.
He's the
set-
commander in chief.
Yes.
So
So
he
that can be also a woman. So I don't. Women can lead such as well
in
as
the
men
past, actually, the president would be on the field as the commander in chief. But
George Washington was running around with them.
yes, and Theodore Roosevelt, he as well would be. He was very known for being a man of war. But the reason that they're not anymore is because now they're in a place of risk. They need to be able to lead the country, so they can't just die because there's not somebody that could easily take their place. So that's why there's things in place now to make sure that they're protected. That's why there's a Secret Service. They can't die. They're at a high risk. People want to kill them because that way they can take over a country. So they got a lot of responsibility.
Yes, but the leader of a country can still such as well be a female. It doesn't really matter. So the
No, I
leader in a
understand that.
relationship can also be both genders. It doesn't
Again,
matter.
goes back to my argument that I made before. Just because someone is capable doesn't mean it's optimal in general. So maybe 1 out of 10 women can be a capable leader. Cool. But if I line up 10 guys, a higher majority of them can potentially be a leader and more capable of doing so.
I mean, if you had kids at daycare, would you prefer a man or woman? Be honest.
If they're in daycare, they're probably taking care of professionals. I wouldn't.
No, but would you prefer a man or woman to take care of your kids?
A woman, maybe.
Why?
I don't know.
No,
Probably.
Because maybe
No,
I'm also just.
No, you know why.
Probably.
Because they're more capable, because they are more nurturing.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
So we
Probably.
have biological strengths, men and women.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm also just.
Whatever.
I also have.
I'm not saying a female can't be president. What I'm saying is that most women are not fit to be president. Do you understand the difference?
I don't believe that most women are not fit to be a president.
We would have had one by now then.
There are a bunch in Europe, actually.
And how are those countries doing?
One of them is
good.
Estonia.
Yeah,
We just had a
they're doing
female
amazing.
president. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's the economy over there?
Good.
It's
yeah,
great.
quite good.
Yeah.
Okay, besides
Not
the
true.
country, how
They're-
is her personal life? Is she happy?
I mean,
Is she
I guess
happy?
so.
Like, how
She's doing
stressed
a
is
lot.
she?
Wasn't one of these women on camera
Yeah, dancing
in
in
a
a club.
dancing in a club?
Yeah.
One of these presidents?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Presidents
It was a,
quotation.
I don't know, that's
prime minister of, I
embarrassing.
think, Finland or one of these places. I mean, Western Europe had economic issues for a very long time. A lot of times for being super liberal. Yeah, I don't think these countries are as strong as you guys say from an economic standpoint.
Estonia is in the east, Eastern Europe. We're doing really good.
Then why are y'all here?
Why you here?
Why you here?
No, we're just kidding. we know why you're here.
Yeah.
She belongs to the
Sunshine.
streets.
Oh,
Anyway, so what do you think is more attractive to men, an introverted woman or extroverted woman?
I think they find both attractive, but they'll probably take the introverted woman more seriously.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you? What do you think?
it's dependent on the way that she displays her femininity.
Okay. Go ahead. You can
Yeah,
go
like
deeper if you want.
I'm very extroverted, but like I can say that if I'm around the guy that I like, sometimes I'm a little bit more meek because like oh, it's shy, like oh, cute, but like yeah, but I'll still let them see the extroverted side, but I get a little bit more timid, more meek, and like withdrawn. But I'm not hiding who I am. It's just natural.
Do you think that's yeah, okay? You said it's natural. Do you think that's a hardwired response when you're around a man that you're attracted to?
I feel as though yes, there's not somebody who I don't like you, and then I just like go like just show you like I'm crazy. I like.
Are you a
and I'm,
normally
like-
extroverted person?
Yes, I'm somebody who like I walk into a room and I'm recognized by a lot.
Okay,
People.
so you're a naturally extroverted person. Yet when you meet someone who's attractive, you immediately kind of quiet your
Pull-
tone a bit and you
yeah.
chill out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that's a biological response because you understand that I'm around an attractive man and I need to show myself in an attractive light, and being more quiet and submissive is more attractive to that type of man?
I wouldn't say that I would automatically say that it's attractive. It might be a natural response because that, like, when it goes back all the way to like prehistoric times and, just
That's what I'm
natural
trying to
stuff,
allude
yeah.
to.
Maybe that, yes, but not on purpose. No, not for
That's
attractivity.
my point.
Yes, sorry. I made your point. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm it's just very interesting because we always revert back to our biology, right? Like, I don't think social norms or like, we try to sit here and say, oh, well, it should be this way and it could be this way. That's great, right? That's a very nice mindset, but I don't think that's the way that the world works because as soon as something crazy happens, if there's a pandemic or there's real risk of danger, are you going to fight off a man? Can you fight off a man? Can any of you really fight off a man? No. You depend on other men to take care of the dangerous men that come and try to attack you. If someone breaks into your house, more than likely it's going to be a guy, let's be honest, right? I talk about the negative and the positive of males, right? Because men are more likely to commit crimes. But then you're going to call 911 and it's going to be more than likely men that show up. And if it's women that show up, you're probably not going to be as happy. Because you're like, oh, man,
shit.
you don't want two female police officers to show up when you're in a life or death situation. You want two toxically masculine guys with beards to show up that are, have some military experience. That's what you really want to show up when your life's on the line.
Facts.
Okay. What do we? Are we gonna
Go to Rumble?
All right. No. We'll what about you? Well. Okay. What do you think is more attractive in general, and then you can give your perspective. Introverted woman or an extroverted woman?
I think generally an introverted woman. Even
Okay.
my mom tells that to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is your mom married?
Yes, she is.
Okay. What did your mom tell you about being introverted?
Well, because I've always been really because I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I always been more like
Try to argue.
kinda, but I do it kind of like as a joke almost. But like, I'm just really outspoken. I like to say what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
And so my mom would always tell me like, you need to be, because, she's, from Eastern Europe, people are more traditional, I would say.
Yeah.
And she would always tell me to like, oh, don't argue that much and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I like the point that she made. See, with my boyfriend as well, even though I think we're 50-50%, when I'm with him, I like to be soft-spoken as well, but that's not...
Oh, no, nothing. You just... Excuse me, you guys just proved my point for me without me even trying. But go ahead, continue.
No, but it's just like... I just like...
So you
like,
tone
I
down
can be
extrovertism when you're with a man that you're attracted to?
No, I can be soft-spoken with him and then go to work and, be a boss as well. It's like...
Yeah, but that literally proves my point. To be attractive to the man that you actually like, you tone back being extroverted.
I'm still extroverted. I'm just
But
like...
you tone it back.
So
I
you
wouldn't
could-
say I still argue with
So
him.
you turn it off and on, basically.
I mean, yeah, it kind of depends on the mood, I
So
guess.
you're proving his point.
But it's like, what do you mean? He's sometimes soft-spoken to me. I'm sometimes soft-spoken to him.
Wait, he soft-spoken to you? When?
Hey, baby, what's up? What's going on? Show me that ass. Wait, what ass?
Wait, I'm confused. When is he soft-spoken to you?
Resin, man.
I mean, we both do like cute jokes and stuff like that. I just don't understand.
Oh, romantically, you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Riz, man.
Oh, I think me in general.
No,
So
Riz,
I
man.
said, wait, what? Okay.
Okay. What about you?
Okay, so I feel like
Merch.
the definition of like introvert and extrovert. So an extroverted person is a little more like social and like, likes to be around people a little more. An introvert is more so just kind of like to themselves.
Mhm.
Not saying that they can't be social people, but like they prefer
Yeah.
to be more within themselves. I feel like a man who is masculine and like knows what he wants in a serious relationship, he's definitely going to go for more of like an introverted woman. Just because like, okay, like I can see this woman taking care of my kids, helping me in the house, just kind of like, just kind of being able to, when he lays down the law, he wants her to not like, come at his neck. So it's
Damn,
like,
how you know that?
what do you mean?
And you're still single? Damn. No, but okay, who taught you that?
Well, those are my personal beliefs. And also, like, I have been in relationships myself where I have had learned from, I've at one point had like the mindset that they do. And then like I kind of learned over time that like, hey, like, you know, this is what's gonna work. This is how it's going to work. So it's like, and also like I prefer to be more feminine. Like I prefer to have like a man who is a leader, who is masculine. Like I'm not just gonna date anybody. Like if you're not masculine enough for me and you're not leading correctly, then there's no way I'm going to be dealing with you.
So if a man you met recently, right? You actually liked him, respect him,
Mhm.
and at the same time you say, you know what, I want to be with you. I'm gonna lead you, and you can see him having like those kind of like, I want to say standards or capabilities.
Mhm.
Would you stop OnlyFans if he asked you to? Like say, you know what, I like you a lot. I want to be with you, but you need to stop OnlyFans. Would you stop?
It depends on the situation. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I would tell him straight up, like, what's up? And like, if he is willing to pay my bills
Mm-hmm.
and is 100% in it, you know, and is able to respect each other and create those boundaries, like I said in the beginning, then like, I don't see why I shouldn't, you know? I don't have to work, you know?
Okay,
So he would have to be a traditional man.
Pretty
So
much.
yeah, I prefer more traditional man. Like I don't believe in a 50-50 role because at the end of the day, it's never 50-50.
Let me
It's
ask you
not.
this:
Yeah.
if you want a traditional man, do you think you're a traditional woman?
Ooh.
I believe like my mindset is traditional just because I do what I do for
But are
work.
your behaviors traditional?
Yeah, your pussy not.
Wait, what? Chris.
Her pussy's not. I'm telling you, man. She's,
Hey, man.
she's not a virgin.
I feel like so when
If
it
your
comes to
mindset is
OnlyFans-
traditional,
Yeah.
why would you
Let
choose
her-
something
let
non
her-
when it comes to
speak, please.
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
you're just putting your sexuality out there, and like people have been sexual since day one. That's how we all been here. You know, that's
Fair.
how we all came to this world. So
Yeah.
it's like you're just doing it, and you know, you're just putting it out there a little
But
more.
wouldn't it be fair to say that the whole thing that makes a woman traditional is sexual temperance, especially, and not putting it out there, and it's to be shared with her husband or the man that she's with in a very serious romantic relationship? Isn't that a part of a traditional woman?
I would say so. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I just feel like we live in a world right now where, you know, you have the potential to make a lot of money on OnlyFans as a woman.
Yeah.
And if your man who happens to share the same traditional values as you is like, okay, this is the world we live in. We're here, you know, we're playing to win. So why don't we just hop on OnlyFans? You know what I
Well,
mean?
My point I'm trying to make is that if you want a man to be traditional and come in and be the masculine dominant figure and a leader and take care of you financially and pay your bills and everything else like that, which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. I genuinely do think that's the way it should be. I think the woman should be sitting at home. I think that he's probably more than likely going to want a traditional woman in return.
Yeah, I mean, like
So-
if that was the case, he was paying all of my bills and taking
Yeah.
care of me and, you know, respecting me, I wouldn't be doing OnlyFans, you know? And until I find that, like, I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing. So
I understand that, but I mean, do you see what's going on with Logan Paul right now?
what's he doing?
Well, it's not so much what he's doing; it's more about
What
what his
she's
girlfriend's
doing.
done. He got engaged to a woman who is a model, and there's a bunch of pictures all over Twitter right now of the guy that he's gonna box.
Dylan Dennis.
Dylan Dennis has been posting pictures of
Nina
Logan,
Idell.
Yeah,
His girlfriend.
his fiance.
Fiance.
Pictures with different men, nudes, etc. Photos that she took the better part of a decade ago, when she was younger, because I think she's 31 now.
Yeah.
And all these photos are coming back to haunt her. And obviously that's terrible.
But when
Just to
he got
add-
engaged to her, I'm sorry, when he got engaged to her, like, didn't he already, like, accept the fact that she was doing something as
He
such?
might have known a little bit,
Yeah.
but not to this extent. And I would also argue,
Yeah.
it's 60 plus photos. So imagine 60 plus guys he now sees. Obviously, it probably wasn't all of them that she had
Yeah,
sex
she didn't
with.
hook up with all of them.
However, there's a bombshell that just dropped. I don't know if you saw this. Dylan Dennis sent Andrew Tate a private message on Twitter and told
Oh,
him
yeah.
this photo will end Logan Paul's career.
Yeah.
And kind of find out what it is. If you guys know, wink, wink, go on a certain website, you can see what he's talking about. That's all I'm
Oh.
going to say.
I just feel
Alright.
like that information has to be disclosed, you know, from
No.
the beginning.
I agree, but let's be
Yeah.
honest here. Are you going to tell every guy your past? No.
Yeah. You're not going to tell them your body count and hey, here are the guys, you know, here's
I
all the
believe
photos
current
I have.
people
Here's the
body
lineup.
count
Like,
is like
I
a
would-
mature.
I would argue most women are a lot more discreet with their sexual past than men are. Way more. And there's a reason for that. There's literally a biological reason for why women have to exercise discretion when it comes to revealing their sexual past with men because, you know, men tend to care about women's past, and disclosing the wrong things can, you know, make you lose a relationship. So women are, there's almost zero incentive for them to be honest about their sexual history.
Did all you have a dad in your life? Did you have a dad in your life? All of you guys?
He's still in my life.
Okay. Only you? You?
Yeah, still.
You?
Yeah.
You?
Yep.
No.
Damn, he failed you, man. I'm just kidding.
You said, what?
I said he failed there, but
Oh,
no.
her?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Is your dad a liberal too?
I love my dad.
I don't know.
Wait, did
How
he?
do you?
Wait,
He's okay. He's just somewhere in between. He's
Whatever.
like
you know,
middle
it's okay.
wait. Where's he now?
in Norway.
Oh, far from you.
Yeah.
This guy.
I moved
All
out
right.
pretty early. We don't.
So just so you guys know, if you guys want to go ahead and get your voice heard on the show, we have a link at the top description and also on the side. You know, go ahead and send a super chat in through Streamlabs, and yeah, it'll show up on screen and we'll read it. And then I think Rumble rants as well. You guys can go ahead and jump on rumble.com/freshandfit because we're probably going to end up there anyway.
Yeah.
Come on over. So we're going to turn into. Did you have another question that you want to ask?
You want to do chats real quick?
Yeah, we can hit
yeah,
chats.
we
And
can.
then, ladies, think of a question for us because we kind of grilled y'all a little bit. So you guys can go ahead and grill us back if you want to.
Grill us.
And please come up with good
Grilled
questions.
cheese, by the way.
All right.
All right.
Myron, that OF lawyer who kept arguing with you on every topic possible was on whatever last night. She was saying the draft is not needed. Well, we're about to go into World War III. So, and we
Hopefully
are the
not.
closest that we've ever been to a war. So,
Impending doom.
yeah. You know, I've always said privilege is invisible to those that have it. And of course, she would say something like that when she has zero chances of entering the armed forces. But again, it is what it is. Will you host a Tommy Robinson debate in the future? Are these $5 in the name of Fed Reacts? Appreciate that. Also, okay, appreciate that. Love you guys, man. It's only
Let's-
up from here.
Let's do these on Rumble.
Rumble?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting crazy?
Yeah.
It might.
Get a little crazy here, bro.
Okay. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch on over to Rumble. So rumble.com/freshandfit, guys. We're going to, for everything, right? We're going to move off Twitch, Twitter, everything. All right. So, guys, switch on over right now. We got, how many people over, I think, right now watching over there?
We got like 10K on Rumble.
10K on Rumble?
Like
No,
16K on Rumble.
16,000 people watching on
and
Rumble right now.
4K on YouTube.
And 4K on YouTube. So there's about 20,000 y'all watching, man. Which thank you guys for that, by the way. Appreciate
it,
it.
guys.
You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. So go ahead, rumble.com/freshfit. Drop the link in the chat for them real quick, guys, on all the other platforms.
It's in the chat.
And come on over right now. We're going to switch. So we'll end it here on YouTube, and then we're going to go over to Rumble. Fresh Word Day. Y'all might say some crazy.
Well, we're in a situation, so
Yeah, fair
if
enough,
you want us
yeah.
to stay on YouTube,
Yeah.
it's what it is, man. Don't put it on me, man.
We came out of YouTube jail. Now we're on YouTube death row.
Fresh,
So
don't put it on me, man.
Fresh is right.
Trying to
oh, there's
save us,
crazy
man.
rants?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
fair
trying to
enough.
save us, man.
All right. Fresh is right then.
I had to do a little editing.
Yeah, you have to do some editing?
Holy.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Y'all niggas don't play.
Okay. Are we on?
No. Hold on 1 second.
L. Chris.
Okay, ladies, in the meantime,
Yeah.
think of a question for the panel. You know, ask us, why do guys ghost you? Why do they go to the club and leave
Or
you home
anything. Yeah, it could be anything.
past 3 a.m.? You know, we got you guys.
Maybe you might have not liked some of the points I made. You were trying to say something earlier, weren't you?
I was gonna ask her about if
Oh, go
she
ahead.
thinks that. Do you think that the U.S. is behind based on what he's saying to you?
I do.
You think that we're behind, and a lot of American men speak this way to you when you talk to them,
Yeah, they do.
and you think it's gonna be our downfall?
The downfall?
Like it's gonna be very negative on our society in this country.
I think it is like this now because I don't feel like it's any biological reasons that there are differences between men and women and how they're perceived, but it's really social reasons. It's just that it's been forced upon by the society. And that's why women feel the need to be, I don't know, quiet, timid, reserved, and they don't really have the capability to, I don't know, build more value to themselves as in, I don't know, leveraging on career ladder, or they're just almost put in a box and
Yes.
yeah,
So you
You
think
think that-
gender roles are a social construct?
they are.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
you were going to... I'll let y'all talk and then I'll... Go ahead.
Okay, so to you, even if the man doesn't want to be a breadwinner, that doesn't show to you that he lacks motivation, like, or ambition. Like does he still seem ambitious to you? Because I'm gonna be honest, and as an American woman who I see ambition as attractive. Like I want a man who wants to be like, even if he's not all the way gonna be like that 6-7 figure man, I want to see that you have a goal at the end of the night. I find that attractive, that you want to be big, that you want to build a big foundation for me and our possible future. So what do you think about that?
Well, if that works for you, sure. There are surely a lot of people that feel this way. I don't, because I myself can be very ambitious, so I don't need a guy to be that way.
Yes, I'm ambitious as well. I didn't say that, but I'm pursuing law. I want to go to law school, but I do still want a man who's masculine and has big ambitions as well and dreams. And yes,
Don't you think like women have different ambitions from men though?
It depends on the woman, person by person. What do you mean by that? Different.
So meaning like a woman might be ambitious towards like more, you know, like her feminine side and like her creativity, and like she probably doesn't want to lay the foundation, like she just said, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe you want to like pursue your ambition in a different way than the way she just explained, you know? And I also want to disagree with you on like the fact that you said like Americans are behind with like, oh, like the timidness and everything. Like I just personally think that like because of the economy we live in, women are forced to work and they're forced to like split the bills with the men, like, and a lot of men who ask women, oh, let's split the bills 50-50, like it's because they don't want to go out there and work harder and make more money in order to provide for the woman, because of considering the economy that we're in today. And also for like personal reasons, you know, it's just kind of like what's been instilled in their mindset, you know, for many, many years. And it's like you either like break out of that or you don't. You either like realize that you're a man and you need to step up and provide, or you don't. And you're okay with being 50-50 with a woman. But I also believe a woman comes to a certain point, she's like, yeah, sure, I'll 50-50, I'll provide. And like she comes to a point where she's like, I don't want to do this shit no more.
I'd actually argue that most women that work and want to be successful or have a career are scared, because not only scared, but they want to actually have a place where they're safe, because if the man isn't going to do it, I have to do it now. So they step up to the plate. So you know what? To even maintain my bills or have a lifestyle, if a man's going to do it for me, I need to do it for myself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, that's obviously for yourself, just like I do it for myself because I don't have a man to do that yet.
But at the same time, if the man wants to be with a woman and she puts a career over him, is he going to stay? No.
No, absolutely not.
You got to be able to turn it off or say, you know what? My priority is still a family. So at some point when I meet this man, I need to at least say, okay, I can put this in the background. I put my man first and the family first.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the problem is women don't really do that.
Yeah, they don't do that because I believe it's more so just kind of like that idea and that feminism, quote unquote, that, you know, they have instilled in their heads that like, oh, like women need to lead. They need to be like, you know, getting the jobs and making as much money as men and da da da. Like, I feel like that's just what has been instilled in today's society and this generation. And it's the reason why women feel that way. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you can have a career, you can make money. But I feel like when a man comes into the picture and he says, hey, I'm going to provide, I'm going to be the breadwinner, I want to make sure that you are taken care of, then like I would love to step down. And a lot of women in today's society refuse to do that because like they're like, oh, well, I'm trying to be independent and like don't want to get taken advantage by no man. You know, you have to know like who you're dealing with.
We didn't get a chance to let her respond to her original statement about that. Go ahead.
No, I agree. If like that's the dynamic that works for a lot of people, then that's the dynamic that works for you. I have nothing against that. I am not saying that a woman should be ambitious, that they should have a high level job, that they should be leveraging on career ladder and.
But you don't. But it kind of goes against what you said earlier.
No,
like
but
it should be 50-50.
I myself, for myself, I feel like maybe it is trust issues. Maybe it's my personal issues. But I would never be able to. I would never be able to trust a person as such. That they would take care of me always.
Right, because you are putting a lot of trust in a man if he's gonna like, if he's promising you like,
and I feel
hey,
like that's dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, and you have to know who you're dealing with. And even if things do go to shit, do you love him enough to help him build that up together? As a woman, you have to be encouraging, you have to be supportive, you have to be loving, you have to be nurturing, you have to make sure that, you know, you are being good to him, you know, in order for him to be able to do better, don't you think?
Yeah, sure, but I also would never want to be stuck in a situation where I'm too dependent on a person. Like I feel like codependency really isn't how relationships.
I feel
should
like
be.
codependency is different from this
healthy
situation.
relationship,
Yeah.
yes.
From a healthy relationship. Like I'm speaking in a healthy relationship aspect. Like, okay, like this is a man who is a healed masculine man and he wants to be able to provide for his woman without the controlling aspect of it. Like he respects you. You guys share the same mutual respect, love, and honesty with each other and loyalty. If you have all of those, then I don't see why I should have a problem with him, allowing to provide for me.
And can I ask you something? How can you say that you 100% love this person if you're not willing to put your life in their hands? Like, and you don't trust them.
Ooh.
That's true.
Ooh.
I don't know, maybe I'm able to love a person like that. But I feel like even financial dependency would be too much for me.
I mean, nobody's gonna be stupid. Like, they say like women, even housewives, have your little side account, you and your kids. But to say that you are in love, I think that you're supposed to literally fall in love.
And
Don't be stupid, but fall. Make it real. Like, what's the point of getting married if you don't
Wait, what?
trust?
I feel like I
Okay.
want to, I don't know, not fall in love, but I don't know.
She's a
give my love.
float. She's a float.
Give my love to people. No, it's something that
I feel like that comes with experience. Like you'll
Yeah,
understand more
definitely.
down the line, like how the dynamic works. I think. Like I feel like you just need to learn a little more from being in more relationships and living with the person and like understanding like what it's like to, be in those dynamics. I have been in 50-50 and in like men leads, but is toxic. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like.
No,
You have to understand from experience and also like the generalization. You have to look at how, people are in this world for you to understand, okay, this is a toxic relationship because she is the breadwinner and she doesn't want to be the breadwinner no more. So it's like, I don't know if you're on Reddit, but like Reddit has a lot of like columns like that where like women complain so much about like being the breadwinner and the guy sitting on their ass most of the time. And it's
Woman
like,
complain?
What?
None.
so I just believe that like women
Like,
get
what'd you say?
tired of it. They get tired of it. And I feel like you have not come to that point. You know what I mean? You have not come to a point in your
Yeah,
life where
we're
you're like
young.
tired of like being a breadwinner.
that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, you're very ambitious, right?
Mhm.
And you don't mind if a man's not ambitious.
I don't.
Okay, and you haven't seen your boyfriend yet in person.
No, but we talk like on video calls.
Yeah, but
10
you haven't
hours,
had
10
that
plus
like
hours.
one-on-one experience like in person in life, like where you guys like just around each other.
How is that different though?
I'm getting somewhere. Just yes or no.
No.
Okay, so imagine this, right? You're very ambitious. He has no ambition. He's just at home, sitting on a couch all day, watching a movie, playing games,
big
whatever,
no.
doing nothing.
No
And you're
clue.
going out, being super ambitious every second of the day. You're gonna be there like, get up, do something. Why am I out doing something and you're just lazy, not doing anything? It's just not gonna work for you. Like, you're gonna look at it like, oh, we're not compatible because you're lazy and I'm ambitious. So I just wanted you to think about that.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean, but maybe for me, he would then play the feminine role. Therefore, like a lot of
But is that
relationships,
attractive
is the
to you?
feminine role.
Like, is it
yes.
attractive to you
You
for a
wouldn't mind
man to
that.
play a feminine role? Like, I'd be like, bro, are you serious?
Yeah, like if he
Yes.
was lazy
No.
like that, you'd be like, okay, you be lazy, I go work, I'm out, I'm ambitious.
Would you call a
what
woman
he's
lazy?
gonna what? Just
No, but women
chill at
usually
home?
take that role when we come into play when there's kids or we're gonna start planning the family. We're gonna cook. We're gonna clean. We're gonna pick up groceries. What is he gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
He can do all of that.
He can't carry the baby.
I'm sorry.
All right, so it seems like you guys don't agree. I will say this because you said gender roles are a social construct, and I disagree with that because I mean we're on Rumble, so I'll just say it. Women are inferior to men in almost every human endeavor. If we're gonna be all the way honest, women suck at most things, and men excel and beat them at almost everything. That's the truth.
Thank God we're on Rumble.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank the Lord we're on Rumble.
it's literally the truth.
This is why I wanted to change over to Rumble.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have said that on YouTube. But the reality is that yes, like let's keep it 1,000. Men are better than women in almost every single human endeavor besides being able to deliver children and being able to raise children from infant age.
What about emotional intelligence?
The fuck is that?
Define emotional intelligence
please
for us.
define that for
Okay,
us.
so emotional intelligence is being able to be in touch with your feelings. Yes.
That's important.
Yes, it's very important.
Well, no, notice how I said almost every human endeavor. Not every single human
Okay.
endeavor, but most of the things that matter for the creation of civilization, the preservation of civilization. You know, women obviously are important for the furtherance of civilization, right? Because you guys carry the next generation of children. But the reality is that men are better than most things at women. So the reason why I say all that is to set up the stage, because you're saying gender roles are a social construct. I would argue gender roles are more of a biological construct of who is actually in a better position to lead society, protect society, and be able to provide for society. And 9 out of 10 times, it's the man. You look at all the modern conveniences that we have, all the first world things that you enjoy, such as water, a police force, electricity, etc. It was all created by men. Women don't invent anything.
Y'all may be the lock, but we are the key.
Huh?
Stupid.
It's actually the other way around. Men are the key and women are the lock.
Yeah.
But y'all can't do it without
No,
us. Y'all can't
we
do it
insert,
without us.
you guys just take, so you can't be.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
it's-
no man without a woman, no woman
but
without
that's
a man.
just the reality.
It's a
So, like,
balance.
so men are better than women at almost everything, which is why men a lot of the times end up in infrastructure jobs, leadership jobs, jobs that are dangerous, jobs that people don't want to do. It is what it is. I'm not saying that like men are better than women from a human standpoint, like I have more value than you because I'm a man. No, I would argue it's the other way around. If the ship is going down, women and children first, right? I think a man should provide for a woman. I do think that women are precious and they need to be protected, but at the same time, they don't provide as much value as men to society in general. That's just a biological fact. That's not even like, yes, you guys provide children. Absolutely, that's important. But men create society for those children to thrive. We work better together than apart. But women try to sit here and say, oh, no, we can do everything a man can do. No, you can't. Because if you did, you would be. I mean, nowadays, women are more educated than ever before. Why are women still not entering certain job markets?
Because of people like you, because of the society.
Oh,
Expected
shit.
to raise children at home, or they
But
will
she
be
about- he
judged
about
by
to
people
go in
like
on
you.
Damn, she going on you, Mara.
I told you.
The thing is this. Please explain this to me. Why is it that, and let's go ahead and take maybe Holland or one of these Scandinavian countries where it's the most equal, right? Because you guys are ahead of us when it comes to egalitarianism. Women are more educated in these places. They go to school. They dominate college attendance, etc. Please explain to me why women still, despite the fact that they have more education and everything else, they still go into job fields that are more socially based. Nurses,
They don't,
social
though.
workers, but that's what I'm trying to say. They still go, despite the fact that things are as equal as ever, they still choose to go into certain job fields over others. What I'm trying to say is this. It's not that women are held back from certain job titles. It's that women don't want to do and have those job titles. Women don't want to do hard, laborious work. That's just how it goes. Women typically don't want to do work that involves science, technology, engineering, and math. Women are more interested in people. Men are more interested in things. That's just how it is. So even in your part of the world where things are super equal and liberal and progressive, women still choose to go into those jobs that are more feminine in nature. Teachers, social workers, nurses, all these jobs that deal with people, social, like anything that has to do with social welfare. Women typically go into these jobs versus men will go into jobs that are more dangerous, that are more
Construction,
taxing,
deep sea
more
diving.
physically laborious, right? They go into the trades more. So I don't think that women are being held back. If you applied for a construction job, they would probably hire you over a man who's better than you because they want to go ahead and get females into that workforce. I would argue the other way. If a woman goes into a job field that's dominated by men, she has a way higher likelihood of being hired.
Maybe, but that
So
I don't
who's
think
holding you
this-
back then?
Yo.
no one is holding me back. And I am a social
Okay.
democrat.
Oh,
There
okay.
are a lot of women in politics. There are a lot of women in leading positions. So I don't really know what you're getting at.
That wasn't my point. My point was
There are a
that,
lot of male teachers. There is a lot of different genders in every.
yes, but women absolutely dominate certain job fields and men absolutely dominate other job fields. And there's a biological reason for that. That's what I'm saying.
The biological part is questionable.
I know you up, but what mine?
I've made the point before. You know what I think.
What do you mean the biological part is questionable? Men are physically superior to women. That's a fact. In every
Yes,
single
but when
regard.
men- But when men go into war, for example, it's the women that take up all the positions, and the society still
What
survives.
positions? Ukraine could use some soldiers right now,
Don't.
but the women are at the fucking club dancing while the men are dying.
That's true.
If we're gonna be honest,
Day clubs, nightclubs.
Yep.
the men are the ones fighting while the women are getting fucked in Poland. If we're
Yep.
gonna be all the way a million,
The gates are
and- or
fiery.
the men are absolutely dying. Where are those women in war right now?
If you're so adamant, why do you go fight them?
Well, she's not Ukrainian.
Yeah, she's not.
But no, but if you want to support the cause, you leave it out so much, go fight them.
I donate to Ukraine.
No, not donate. I mean, fight.
Why would I fight?
Yeah, why?
It's not in. Yeah, as it's not my physical.
No, prove them wrong. You said you're just as capable as men. Go fight them.
Mentally to perhaps be in a
Yeah,
leading
mentally,
position,
be like, "Hey,
but
stop.
not physically. So
Hey,
I
stop."
cannot fight.
So if a guy's in front of you and he just
Hey,
squares up
stop.
like this, you're gonna beat him mentally. You're gonna think more.
Stop.
I'm gonna think.
I'm gonna think.
And beat him in the fight.
Strategy.
Professor X.
We don't live in wildlife anymore. You know, we're not monkeys.
What was that?
We're not monkeys. So I think
They call me
intellectual.
monkey?
Monkeys?
How dare you?
Oh, she called you a monkey,
Call
Fresh.
me a monkey?
She called you monkey, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Well, just so you know, actually, no.
Yeah, she didn't call you a monkey, nigga.
I'm just kidding.
All right, what, so wait, what are you saying? So you're saying that
Humans are superior to animal kingdom. That's what
course.
makes us human. That
Of
we
course.
have our own thoughts.
we're still
and
animals, though?
intellect and nature, but we're past that. So I feel like
For aliens.
That's
He's a
just the
lawnmower.
reality.
Fresh, are you a lawnmower?
I mean, I would argue that's here's the thing: we're still subject to natural human tendencies. For example, let's go ahead and use the Ukraine war as an example, right? Obviously, there's some political tensions, etc., and they can't talk anymore. So, what do human beings regress to when there's no more talking? Physicality, right? That's a very natural and primitive thing because human beings want to conquer and control and leadership and dominance, etc. So, even though we're civilized, we still typically regress to primitive states in times of economic turmoil or war or whatever. So right now, it's a very primal thing going on between two different countries fighting each other, and in that fight, the women are nowhere to be found.
it's not a physical fight. There are drones that are led by women that are.
Yeah, but the majority of casualties are who?
It's not about the casualties. You are
Wow.
talking about
Human
who
life
leads the war.
is so important to you, huh? Human life?
He's devil's advocate.
Yo, whose man's is this? What's going on right now?
The casualties matter because whoever has the most casualties is losing the war. They absolutely matter.
No, I was talking about who are women and men. You know,
Yeah, but the
for
majority of
casualties.
soldiers fighting and dying are all men. There's a reason why Ukraine will not let men leave Ukraine, but they let the women leave. The women all went to Poland or they went to Western Europe and they're, hanging out, partying. There's literally women partying in Kiev right now as we speak. And the clubs, the dudes are nowhere to be found. They're dying.
And Miami.
There are also women dying and being molested in these camps. They're forced to because they don't have a home.
Who are the majority
To
of
go
victims?
to.
Who are the majority of victims in this war?
In the scene of war, men maybe, but for example, a lot of
Absolutely, it's not.
correspondents
That's not
and
even a
journalists are
question.
Oh, wow.
They evacuated the women within the first week of the invasion.
There
The
are
women left. They're gone.
They gone.
Most of the women left in the first week,
It's like,
but
fuck
the
that
men
shit.
had to stay.
Do you think they're having a great time being gone, being in a strange environment with an?
I'd rather be at a club kind of clown with some pina coladas.
I know, right?
Than being now get shot by a fucking Sergey and some pina colada. Yeah. You know what I mean? Chilling in the rain. Chilling in Warsaw. You know what I mean? Hanging out because that's where a lot of these Ukrainian women went. Right?
Oh,
or in
yeah.
Miami and stuff. They went over there to Western Europe and they're chilling. Meanwhile,
Well,
Listen,
The
we got
Ukrainian
two on
men
the
are
show,
dying.
working at Club 11, chilling.
but and Fresh Mind.
you know how many Ukrainian women I've met in Miami? Yet I
Yeah.
haven't ran
Recently?
into one Ukrainian nigga, man.
Yeah, recently, yeah.
It's true. I haven't run into one Ukrainian dude, but I've met a bunch of Ukrainian chicks.
Bro, like the past month, we had about at least 4 or 5 of them on a panel.
Yeah.
The past month, yeah.
Like, that's not even a question. And that's a conflict right now. That's a war. And we have all this technology, but still who's fighting in the war? It's the men. Even with all this stuff. Yeah, there might be a few women flying drones and stuff like that, but the reality is who's flying most of the drones? Who's dying for most of the drones? Who's doing most of the on-the-ground combat?
And I
the
guarantee
men.
you they're far away, not on the battlefield.
Who are the pilots? The men, not women. Like, come on, man. We just got to be honest here that, like, the reason, and this all goes back to this. Gender role is absolutely not a social construct. It's a biological reality. Women are attracted to certain things in men from a survival standpoint. And these things that women are attracted to in men, a lot of the times, are traits that make that man superior to that woman. Height, taller, more money, more competence, more strength, more everything. Women don't look for a guy that's like on their level. You guys want it better. You might say, okay, I'm okay with being equal with a guy, but I doubt as you get older, you'll still have that belief system. You know, you're 20 years old, right? You going to college. Ooh, liberal, yeah, feminism. I promise you, as you get older, you're going to realize how the world really works. And once you understand how the world really works, you're going to see, okay, it's probably better for me to adhere to my gender role. And anytime you're in a poorer country or you're in a country where things aren't as stable, the men are more men, the women are more women. The men are more masculine, the women are more feminine, because they understand that's the best way to survive. The man goes hunts, woman stays back, because women are going to, a lot of times, can't hunt to the same capacity as a man. They don't have the strength, the endurance, etc.
And it's okay.
And that's fine. I'm not shading on it. I'm just saying I think that's the most optimal way for us to thrive and survive. And that's how we've done it for literally centuries.
And it's working for you? You are so disappointed in the modern women. So obviously it hurts you, the dynamic of it.
No, I'm just acknowledging that we got to where we are now with first world countries and electricity and all the power and all these modern conveniences through the leadership of men, not through women.
He said we ain't do shit.
I mean, when it comes to social, when it comes to like, social creation and make inventions and progression and everything else like that, it was all by men.
You guys birthed the kids.
Yeah.
You nurtured them.
Therefore, we did
you held
everything.
the family down.
Yeah.
So you did contribute.
Exactly. So we did everything because we didn't fuck up those kids that made everything.
Not
that
everything.
y'all love.
You helped the situation. Everything.
I mean, it's just like, see, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we live in such a crazy world now where we can't even say things that are true. When I say things like men built society, that's an objective fact. And women get angry at that. When I say men typically are better leaders than women, they get angry at that. When I say men are stronger than women, they get angry at that. So it's not until some dude decides to cut his dick off, take testosterone suppressants, go into the NCAA and swim as a woman, and he absolutely beats the shit out of them that they realize, maybe we might not want to let these transgenders in here, right?
That's crazy.
Because it's the truth. Example. Like, they're absolutely destroying y'all, and he's suppressed. It's not even a full-fledged man. That guy, the dude that's number one right now for swimming with women, right?
Yeah.
He was ranked like 500th. Yeah. And then he transgenders around and takes suppressants and all this other shit. He's literally 30% of what he used to be, smacking the shit out of all these women. And y'all suck at everything. That's the truth.
But you know what's funny? Now,
Damn.
He says everything.
What if they trained really hard?
Y'all suck at everything of real consequence when it comes to physicality and creation. That's an objective
But you know
fact.
what's crazy?
You look at inventors, creators, etc. All men.
But now they want him out of there. They want him gone because he's beating all the women.
But have they taken a statement from them saying that?
No.
Like,
they came together and said, "Hey, we need him out because he's literally destroying all of our qualifications because they work so hard and they still lose."
Wasn't there a lawsuit? Is there
Exactly. They're now suing the association because they're like, "How is he allowed to be in here and dominating us? Because you want equality, you got it. Now you don't want no more."
Here's the thing. I do more for feminists than feminists. I genuinely think things need to be separated. I don't think any man should be competing in any female sport. I don't think men should get the scholarships that they're taking away from women to go into these female sports, because I do think that sports, even though female sports suck, I think it's a very important thing to keep women on the right track, to keep them from doing stupid shit, right? Idle hands do devil's work, and I think getting your daughter or a young female involved in sports, it builds camaraderie. It keeps her from doing stupid shit. It keeps her from doing drugs. Gets her doing something positive. So yeah, if I have a daughter, right? God forbid I don't want a daughter, but if I do, right, I will be at her games. I will be there supporting her, and I will enroll her in everything to keep her from doing stupid shit. But let's be honest here. Ain't nobody going to show up except for the fathers and the mothers. Female sports suck.
Yeah.
We
and
love
if y'all don't believe me, when's the last time you've been to any of y'all been to an NBA game? No?
Yeah.
You been? Okay. Any of y'all been to a baseball game, professional MLB? No? Any of y'all been to NFL game? Any of y'all been to any professional sports
Women
games?
don't watch
Soccer
sports.
games.
Okay, no? Soccer? Okay. Now, let me ask this. So some of you have been to some professional sports games that were men. Any of you been to a female sports professional?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We be eating up that women's volleyball.
Volleyball.
We be eating that
You
up.
went to the actual event?
Yeah, we went to the
When?
game. It was on campus. Everybody eats up those.
Nah, not on campus.
No, on campus, man.
An
No.
actual
Actual pro
elite level women's game.
Yeah.
And why
That
do
you have
people
to
like to
pay to
watch-
be there.
Yeah.
Why do people like to watch women's volleyball?
Okay, I'm not looking at the ass. It's just interesting. It's interesting.
Bruh,
Right.
If people
So
cared about
interesting.
female sports, the WNBA wouldn't need to be subsidized by the NBA. The WNBA absolutely operates at a negative. And here's the other thing too. You guys want to get some equality here. How are you able to
Misogyny.
run a business that runs at a negative profit? I guarantee you, if the NBA went at a negative profit, that shit will be shut down tomorrow.
Yep.
But the WNBA can operate at a negative profit. Why? Because the men subsidize it.
That's true.
That's crazy.
America.
And everything I said is true. It sucks. It's not the best thing. Maybe it's, oh my God, my feelings.
I mean, they suck.
But the truth is that, you know, women suck at a lot of things, bro.
Okay,
But the best thing
What?
is down below. Go ahead.
not down below. So you don't care about the estrogen levels?
What do you mean estrogen levels?
Like, you know how the swimmer, they're taking estrogen to fully transition into a full-blown woman?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they test that and everything. And don't they have rules on what your estrogen
I
level,
don't
your
think
hormone
any man,
levels
I
can
don't
be
think
like?
anyone that was born as a male should be competing in female sports, period. I think we need to protect female sports from men.
So,
Even though female
agree with
sports
that.
suck, we need to keep it sucking. We need to get men out of there. Should be only women in there competing. It is what it is. I don't think men should be competing in any female sports.
will a trans woman will you ever see them as a woman?
Absolutely not.
What the fuck?
There's only two genders.
What about intersex people?
You
No.
know, but you know what's crazy about
Two
this
genders.
too?
Because here's the thing. I observe the fact that men and women are different, and I observe the fact that women need to be women, and that they have their special place in society. They're very important. They're precious. And I don't think a man can come in and take that preciousness and go ahead and try to run and use that for him. Just because women are useless doesn't mean that they're... Sorry, not useless. Just because I didn't mean to use that term.
It's coming out.
Just because women suck at a lot of things
Wow.
doesn't mean that they're not precious. I think that they're a precious commodity that needs to be protected for the furtherance of society. However, with that said, they suck at a lot of things, bro.
But
Do
what
you know
about
when it will matter to you?
when?
When those trans people take your men.
Take my man. Who's
Then what are you
taking
gonna
my
say?
man?
No. Think about
I'm
it.
just
They look more like women than some of you guys, and as well they can play the part. So that means when they start taking your men, what are you gonna do then?
Nobody's taking my man.
Question his
they take-
sexuality.
Oh,
I mean,
if they,
you
if
have
they take
some
my
men.
man,
If they did, what would you do?
if he was taken, was he ever mine in the first place?
Don't say that. You're gonna be upset.
know.
I mean, let's also. I mean,
I'm not.
men are even better than women at being women. The best chefs are all men. The best,
That is so true.
the woman of the year was Caitlyn Jenner, who's a dude.
What the fuck?
Stop.
We didn't beat y'all at being women. Like,
I mean, that just says a lot about modern women, though.
But that's the only way to
That's
concede
crazy.
on some level.
I'm not conceding to anybody. I recognize trans people in the identity. I will respect you in how you prefer to be identified, because at the end of the day, gender and sex are two different things. And I want. Damn, not the silence. Because sex, you go in any psychology class, your head, they tell you gender is social, sex is scientific. That's what they tell you when you go into those psychology
look,
classes.
okay,
It's cool.
And psychology is quickly becoming a feminist
Yep.
breeding ground. But let me tell you
That's
this:
why.
that person that you identify, you said that's a gender, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When that person dies, and archaeologists find the fossils,
Yes.
they're gonna say this is a male.
What?
Not what he identifies as. They're going to say this is a male. They're going to look at the bone density. They're going to look at the skull.
Yes.
They're going to look at the cheekbones, etc., and they're going to know immediately male.
Okay, so as a criminology major, I've already been like taught to look at bones and everything. And
Okay.
So they do tell us like, oh, the neck.
There's two genders.
The collarbone might be like 13 inches on a male, 11 inches on a woman. But I mean, not saying that I'm on the scientific level as a professional who's already graduated, but
Definitely not.
it's not that easy. Like there might be, like, you know, the bone might decay and I might say it's a female when
No.
it was a male, like because of looking at the bone and the decay and everything.
You
I
have
don't.
tools.
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah,
help
you have
with that
tools, and you
process.
can absolutely deduce if the person was
The
a
hip
male
width.
or a female. They've been able to retrieve skeletons from like ancient civilizations, and they were able to
Yes.
determine the difference between the genders. So it's like, it doesn't matter. Like they're gonna know it's a male or a female. There's only two genders. I mean, I know we live in a crazy clown world where we might have like 97 or whatever it is, but we have two. And here's the thing. I fight for women more than feminists because I don't want these dudes entering into any type of female spaces. I think men should have their spaces, women should have their spaces, and women should have their sports segregated, and men should have their sports segregated. I am a proud sexist. I think we need to separate certain things because women simply can't compete. They can't.
Not a proud sex.
Nice try though.
I am a
Nice try. It was. I was
try.
just
Hold on. You're about to go to the club tonight, right? After the show?
Yeah, I am.
Are you
I'm
gonna get it
be
for
lit.
free?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's sexism.
That's not sexism.
Come on, man. like, bro, checkmate, man.
Wait. Show me a
triggered my
nigga in the
trap
club that's gonna look better than me though. Show me a nigga that's gonna pull up looking better than me.
What? Oh no. You said it. The trans people.
Baby,
The trans.
you have a do-rag.
Pause. Not
Hey,
for me,
it's
but
a scarf.
apparently.
It's a scarf.
For some guys.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
It's a scarf.
like you guys do realize, I want to say this controversial take. You do realize that sexism only benefits women and hurts men, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How? How, if you are putting a female in a box where they have to be timid and shy and introverted to be respected
Okay,
by
let's
the
have fun with this.
society,
Let's
by-
have fun with this.
with you?
There is no benefit to sexism for men besides the fact there's only one, so you can't name this one, that they can have sex with a bunch of women without being made fun of or shit on. Now, name me one thing that sexism benefits men. Go ahead.
Just one.
Sexism doesn't benefit anybody.
It benefits women.
What the? You're on this show right now. Just for being a girl. You get on boats. You've been in Miami for how long?
For like a week, 10 days.
I guarantee
I've been
you,
here before.
you can get parties for free, drinks for free, boats for free, and you have.
Yeah, and
So it benefits
Yeah,
you.
and-
That's sexism.
yeah, and
That's
I'm taking
sexism.
advantage of that.
Huh?
And I am taking advantage of that. I am using my
So you understand?
opportunities.
I can't do that. But you can.
No,
Bruh.
there.
In her mind, she's saying that that's how society
we're sticking.
is.
No,
so she's
hold
gonna
on,
take
hold on.
advantage
No,
of
no,
it.
no. Look.
We got you.
I'm simply
I'm
saying.
living in the society that I'm.
No. Hold on.
forced to
I asked you
live
a
in.
very, very simple question. You guys are talking about sexism as it's bad. I'm saying sexism only benefits women, and the only aspect in which sexism benefits men is that we can have sex with a bunch of girls without being made fun of. But we still have to be able to earn the ability to have sex with a lot of women. Name one thing.
You can also feel really powerful, having control over a lot of women by forcing them, to put in a box and to take care of your kids. And
Okay, the argument is
cook for
name
you, to
one
clean
thing
for you.
where sexism hurts
Because
women
they're
besides
forced
being
to
looked
do
at as a
that.
whore for having sex. Tell me one way that sexism benefits men besides what I just said.
I just said that the society that you are enforcing the women to live in really puts a lot of them into the mindset and feeling that, they have to grow children, they have to take care of your kids, they cook for you, they clean for you. The woman you are describing as the general woman, what most women want, is it benefits
Really?
you
You think
in a
so?
relationship.
Why
Yes,
is it that women?
does.
Hold on.
Why else are
If-
you attracted to them?
If that's true, then why do women dominate college attendance right now
Oh.
in the United States and in a lot of Western European countries as well? Why do women dominate college attendance if women are being oppressed from getting an education and being told to sit at home? I'd argue it's the other way around.
No, because they're stepping outside of the box. Now they're trying to develop to become actually.
So
valuable as
sexism
a
doesn't
person.
hurt them then. I'm asking you to name one thing that women don't benefit sexism from.
It's just unnecessary to have sexism too. Why?
Yo, you live on easy mode. You're in Miami getting everything for free.
Yeah.
What don't you
This
understand?
is a perfect example of privilege is invisible to those that have it. Look, sexism only benefits women, and I'll tell you why. If we didn't have sexism, women would have to pay their fair share to go to clubs. They wouldn't have the same social situations. They'd have to pay full price for certain experiences that men have to pay full price for. We would have just one NBA league. We would just have one sports league. We would have the military where women couldn't join unless they met the same one standard. We water things down so women could participate.
Yeah, and if sexism wasn't a thing, then we earned equal pay to men, and that actually wouldn't be a problem. That I can't play for myself or.
You triggered my trap
The
card!
reason why women make less is because they deserve less.
Is this a plug for the book?
Yum so good.
Yeah, I talk about this in detail in my book,
Yum so good.
Why Women Deserve Less. But, and I go over this in excruciating detail, why women earn less than men. But to sum it up for you is this. The reason why women earn less than men is because they went and compared all working men to all working women. 40 hours a week, 40 hours a week. Well, that's not the best way to go because you're not taking into account career choice, education, hours worked, vacation taken, experience. All these things play a huge role in how much you get paid, right? So if you take all working men versus all working women, that's not apples to apples, right? That's like apples to oranges. You got to go ahead and look at people from career field. So if you actually like account for, equal career field, experience, education, etc., the wage gap that you're talking about disappears. I mean, they've done this at Google already. They've shown that women actually make more than men when everything is equal. And they're more likely to get hired. So I would argue it's the opposite. Women get paid less because they deserve less, and they go into careers a lot of the times that don't necessarily pay as much because women are more interested in what they do for work versus earning money. But on the other hand, men are more likely to sacrifice their dreams to earn money. Why? Because men understand that their value comes from their career. Women understand their value comes from being happy and being content. And women would rather work a lower paying job and feel fulfilled than working a higher paying job and being miserable. Men are the opposite. This is why men will be co-workers. They'll do Alaskan sea fishing. They'll be electricians. They'll be plumbers. They'll do these really hard jobs, right? For the purpose of making money, because making money and status is a man's value.
I don't see that as a man's value. It's just personal, I think.
That's how you might see it, but a bunch of the women here at the table don't want to be a primary breadwinner. So guess what? The man has to be the primary breadwinner. So if he wants to be a primary breadwinner, he's got to put his dreams on the back burner and work in the mines sometimes. Or maybe he's got to be a plumber. Maybe he's got to be an electrician. Maybe he wants to be a rapper, but he can't do that, and he's got to go ahead and become an engineer instead.
Or if he's good enough in rapping, you could actually make it a career.
You know what's crazy? This whole show, you like for real talk, you don't address any points. Honestly, you just ask a question or confirm a whole new point, whatever he comes about with you. Isn't that crazy?
If I'm just being agreeable, then what is the point of the conversation?
No, I get that, but you have not addressed any of his points.
Yeah, well, I it's very simple. Women make less because they deserve less. Okay, that's just a fact. They deserve less. They work less hours and everything else.
There's like no offense to that.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's not.
I take offense.
And then sexism, and then hold on.
Take offense.
So here are my stances. Women earn less because they deserve less. This has been empirically proven. There's no such thing as a wage gap. There's a choice gap. Women choose to go into jobs and work less hours and go into jobs that don't pay as much. Period. That's a fact. And this is even
they're
represented
more accurate
in your part of the world where things are
statistically.
most egalitarian. The pay gap is the most is the highest, and it's the most equal. Explain to me how in the most equal of countries where men and women are virtually the same, women still get paid less. It's because of choice. Women choose to go into certain jobs.
The pay gap is much less than it is in America, for example. The wage gap.
That proves my point even further.
No, it doesn't. It just goes against your point. It's against what you just said.
Oh my God.
There's not a wage gap because of gender. There's a wage gap because of personal choice, which women never want to take accountability for.
I'm talking
If you
about
decide to
wage
be a
gap.
social worker versus being an engineer, you're going to get paid less, unfortunately.
I'm talking about a wage gap in people in like the same positions that have the same experience. That is the wage gap. That is the issue.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I just told you the Google study where they actually did that. They took a woman and a man, same experience, same amount of time there, same education. The woman actually got paid more, a little bit more.
There are a lot of stats, and some of them really work against that, what you just said.
And there's other things, too, that you might not notice. Women are less likely to ask for raises. Women are more agreeable. Women are less likely to fight for a higher wage. Like, there's so many different biological things that go into it as to why women get paid less than men. Men tend to be less agreeable than women are. Like, this is...
Or it's societal, because that's why they are expected to be by their boyfriend, for example. To be at home, to be...
I would argue now, look at OnlyFans. Women make more than most men. Do OnlyFans.
Sex industry.
Yep.
But no one complains about the wage gap there.
That's the benefit. I can't sell my feet for $10.99, but she can.
You probably could. Just try it out.
No, his feet.
Why don't you do it?
I don't want to. It's not my
See,
thing.
But you can.
It's choice. It's just your choice.
But you can.
It's always choice.
Yeah, everyone has choices.
So why are you arguing
And
for...
women choose to go into jobs that pay less. That's my point. Women choose the jobs that they pick.
It's choice.
They choose
Not
it.
always.
Huh?
Not always.
Who's forcing them to...
If women dominate college attendance, by definition, they're in a position to have more choice with their employment.
Why do men choose not to go to college then? Because they want a higher paying job? If there was...
Every study shows that a college degree is going to help you earn $1 million more throughout your lifetime. And it opens more opportunities for you.
Yeah, why doesn't a man then go and study college?
It's choice.
It's choice.
Again.
That's why women are out-earning men in a lot of places. Women are starting to out-earn men in a lot of cities in the United States because
So you
they're
are
dominating
saying-
college.
So they are dominating college. They have more actual value, thoughts, experience.
You said earlier that you're comparable to men, right? You can choose what you want to do. You're just on the same level. If that's true, what's the biggest factor? It's choice, pretty much, right?
Yeah, everything is about choices.
So if you want to work a job that's going to be in STEM, it's a choice. If you want to work in here, or for example, as a desk job, it's your choice.
Yeah, I am acknowledging that everything is a choice.
So
So, that
that means that you agree.
to what?
that women get paid less because they deserve less because of their choices.
They do not deserve less. You just said they go to college. That means they gain experience to work in the actual field, you know?
Okay.
But
They're
then
more
choose.
educated to work.
You can't
in
make
the
this up, bro.
field.
Honestly,
They
you're
deserve more
complaining
money.
just to complain because right now you're 20 and you're in the prime of feminism where all women are being encouraged to be girl bosses, work, go do it for yourself, go get your education. So you are literally complaining for no reason because right now it is highly encouraged that every woman go out, get an education, get whatever job you want, be a boss, be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. I don't think it's childish to
W,
be
Jen.
liberal. I don't think it's childish to actually, empower women.
It's not a bad thing, but what it is that it's not necessarily the role a woman wants to take in the long run, I feel.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
don't want
but-
to take it, then don't take
But
it.
that's
you
the
know?
thing. You're acting as
But
if
also that's the
society right
majority,
now
though.
isn't encouraging it, but it is. You're saying, oh, sexism. Oh, you guys want women to be timid. You guys want to diminish women. It's not equal, but it is. And right now it is actually in an unequal way where it's more towards the women's side than the man's side. Right now, women get more opportunities than men do. Right now, a 18-year-old woman graduating from high school will get more opportunities in life than an 18-year-old boy graduating from high school.
Maybe it's about the environment to live in, but I don't feel that that's true.
It is choice. You just said it earlier too. It's choice.
Do you think a 20-year-old man from Holland can do all the things that you've been able to do in
Yeah.
Miami?
Yeah.
Get on a boat for free, go to the club for free, get on a podcast for free that's world renowned.
There
Realistically?
are surely other podcasts that are not do have a different audience. I feel like if they really want to do a lot, they could do it.
There's no lit female podcasts that are going to bring regular niggas on.
No.
I don't know. They should make one then.
Yeah.
They
If it's
won't
really-
because
if
women are
it's
lazy.
really that,
Yeah.
like, the women-
Again,
Wait,
that would be what?
Lazy.
Choice.
Bruh.
If they did. Yo, this you're done.
Yeah, we gotta move on, man.
Yo,
It's like an
man,
NPC.
this is what happens when you're like super liberal. Like you couldn't name one thing that sexism benefits a man.
I
Yeah, well,
do.
besides what I told you. Then you try to say, oh, well, women make less, and I'm like, well, women make less by choice. You couldn't disprove that.
She has not addressed one of your
Nothing,
points
nothing.
No,
and
maybe.
destroyed it.
Yeah.
She's
It's
just
like,
complaining
hold the
to
L.
complain.
Liberal, hold the L.
This is what liberals do, man.
She's like, I know you are, but what am
This is why
I?
feminism is
I know you are,
lying.
but what am I?
That's why feminism is like masculinity archive. I like the other layout. This layout reminds me the older days of FNF. All right, cool. And hello, Myron and Fresh. I'm grateful for the work you guys put into the podcast. I want to ask, how do I start with getting my real estate license? I'm kind of lost.
Rock show?
Don't get a real estate
yeah, you
license
don't- you don't
unless
need it.
you don't need it if you want to be a real estate investor.
Yeah.
From the reminder to the fat on the panel to lose weight. Fat, what does that say? Oh,
Yeah.
Mo cleaned it up. Oh, bitches. Okay. Ladies, you're dating an NBA player and his team is on the road. After a game, would you rather he, A, went to the club with the team, B, played Xbox in his hotel room till he fell asleep? Don't be insecure. Which one would you rather him do? Go to the club with the team or play Xbox in his hotel room? If
Did
he's
he
your
win the
boyfriend.
game? Did he win the game?
Yeah, he won the game.
Okay, then he can go to the club.
That's a good way to put it.
All right, but he's going to probably get another chick.
No, he's not.
He's an NBA player.
Okay, but she's not gonna be more lit than me. Sorry.
Okay.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Okay, what makes you so irreplaceable?
What makes me? I feel like I'm the full package.
Okay, explain what encompasses your full package.
Personality, rationality, intelligence, beauty,
And she's Haitian.
and I'm Haitian.
Yes, sir!
Well, I would argue that there's a bunch of other Haitian women that probably accomplish those tasks as well.
Yeah.
But I look different. I'm like a little bit different.
Oh my God.
Than
Explain how
the
you're
Haitian
different.
spot.
All right,
Explain to us how you're different.
I look a little bit different. Like you can tell I'm Haitian, but like
Yes, sir!
you know, like
Wait,
she's a little bit different.
So tell me, how do you look when you don't have that do-rag and that
Hey,
hair
don't
and
call
those
it a do-rag because
eyelashes?
Jenny called it a
I'm so
do-rag.
sorry.
Let my scarf breathe,
like-
you know?
The scarf is not giving right now, to be
Okay,
honest.
the scarf.
It's not matching the vibe.
Actually, everybody be thankful to the scarf because the scarf saved my hair situation, which allowed me to be here tonight on the panel. Because if I
So
was
waiting
really,
for you to describe how you're different.
I am different.
Go ahead.
You gotta feel
I'm
the
different.
vibes.
I'm
just
different.
like
Yeah,
2
I'm
Chainz said.
different. 2
Yes,
Chainz.
2 Chainz.
All right.
No, how,
2
but how are
Chainz,
you
I'm-
different though?
Yeah, how are you different? We're asking you.
Come and unwrap the package. It's a surprise.
Whoa.
Do you think that's a fair deal for an NBA player who's obviously out there in the world as a successful guy that he's got to come in and unwrap your package?
I mean, no, because if he's with me, then he already knows what's in the package. Like he won't leave because he knows what's in the premium. The deluxe. The super deluxe.
Fuck a Big Mac, man.
Have you ever met an NBA player before?
Have I ever met one?
Or dated one?
I've never dated one, but I've met one, yeah.
And what happened? He didn't like you?
I mean, I'm not going out. I'm one of those girls who
Wait,
like.
hold on. He didn't like the package?
I wasn't like, I didn't give him the preview.
Wait, you didn't give him or he didn't want preview?
Yeah, he didn't.
I wasn't
You
trying
didn't
to
want
give him
it.
the preview.
Should play hard again, man.
Don't say he didn't want the
didn't
preview
want-
He didn't play hard
because
again.
they always want the preview.
Okay. Can't make this shit up.
Sorry.
Okay.
What do you rate yourself on a scale 1 to 10?
I know
5
that
cat bags.
I'm not getting 5 cat bags anymore. Y'all played me that last time. I'm not the Lulu. I'm realistic.
All right, what do you rate yourself 1 out of 10?
Okay.
Don't
I
hold
want to
back.
say a 10, but I'm going to give myself an 8.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right. Where we at here?
Where's Evanis Timonis when you need him?
Yeah, he'd probably come in here. You shouldn't be allowed to vote unless you have the correct organs and can bench press at least 2 plates. Fresh, Chris, do y'all deserve the right to vote? Also, fornication is adultery. Obey Jesus. All right, thanks, Reverend Ralph.
Yes, obey Jesus.
What do we got here next?
Obey.
Well, I mean, I think a man's vote should count as 2 female votes. That's what I think. I think a woman's vote should be half. And hold on, before you guys get angry at me for saying that, I think it's because women don't have to join the selective service. Do you guys even know what the selective service is?
That's the draft, right?
Okay. Well, you guys are European, so I don't expect y'all to know. Did you know what it was before?
No.
Okay. Well.
I did from the whole FAFSA working because they get like benefits.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, no, actually, it's the other way around. If they're not in selective service, they don't get any
Right,
benefits.
exactly. That's what I meant.
But women don't have. Women can still get FAFSA without selective service.
Right, that is true.
Come on, man.
Y'all better check
Sexism.
yes.
Benefits?
I didn't put it there.
Oh,
The more you know.
But it's the more you know, man.
Y'all better check yes. Get that
The
FAFSA.
more you know.
Bro, women live life on easy mode, bro. Okay, ladies, would you rather be told you're as beautiful as Lizzo or never receive a compliment ever again? W Fresh, W Myron, W Mo and his weight loss, and W Chris, who's still a bum. Would you rather be told you're as beautiful as Lizzo or never get a compliment again? Which one would you rather do?
Never get a compliment.
Oh, dang. I'm okay. Okay, so the thing is, I wouldn't want to be told that I'm as beautiful as anyone because...
Facts.
No. Address
But
it.
if,
No,
I'd be
no,
okay with
Lizzo.
saying... I'd be
Address
okay
it
with
correctly.
that. I'd be okay with that.
Really?
If that person... If you think that Lizzo's the most... It depends on what the person's saying. If she's going to say, like, Lizzo's fat or something. She gonna say like Lizzo. I don't want to be
Do you
called
think
Lizzo.
Lizzo is objectively
I
attractive?
think that she's beautiful. I feel like
the size though.
Besides the sides, I think her overall personality is trash. I think her the way she carries herself is trash.
Oh wow.
Like I just would not be one. I would not want to be compared to her.
Like what don't you like about what she's displayed in?
Honestly, I don't really look for her much. Like when I see stuff about her, I like look away.
She disgusts you?
Not necessarily. I just find her to be like intolerable. Like she's purposely trying to be irritable and trying to push an agenda.
That's what you think, that she's being irritable? You think she's not for your palate? Like you want to spit her out?
Definitely not.
All right, would you rather be complimented you're as beautiful as Lizzo or never get a compliment again?
Yeah, complimented.
Beautiful.
Beautiful as Lizzo. Yeah.
You would take that?
Yeah.
I mean,
have you ever seen Lizzo?
If you just no, but if you call
Let's pull her up on screen.
I know what Lizzo looks like.
Okay, well, for the Europeans, let's put her up on screen. What would you do? Would you want to be called you're as beautiful as Lizzo or just never be complimented again?
Yeah, I probably would be called as beautiful as her. I don't care.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
you guys
Okay.
aren't too far off.
It's not him trying to roast. If you
No,
wanna
I'm not roasting.
roast-
Oh, no, hold on. You said you would take it.
Yeah, you said you would take it.
because-
Now you say it's a roast.
No,
that was a roast.
Now it's a roast.
because it's the way he said it.
Bro,
Let's go.
why are women full of shit when they speak?
No,
bro?
because
God
you're not
damn.
gonna play me like that.
Yo, this podcast is a fucking clinic on how women just be lying and capping and saying a bunch of shit that don't make sense.
Gotcha.
Bro,
Yep.
none of y'all would like, if you guys want to could switch spots and look like Lizzo, none of y'all would do that.
This is not a mind fuck.
Fat women are absolutely disgusting.
Don't say that.
Let's all
That's
get
not
it.
true.
Kanisha,
What do you mean?
You model, right?
I mean, a little bit. I kind of, felt
All
a
right,
little-
so what
it's
if-
it's hard.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you fall off?
Okay, it's strict. Okay, I've like it's hard
Fell out that
because
diet.
Yeah. She fell out the diet. She fell out the modeling gigs.
you know what? Food is good.
Besides that, right? Let's
Yeah.
say tomorrow morning
Bruh.
you'd wake up as Lizzo, looking like Lizzo. Not as Lizzo, but looking like Lizzo. Are you gonna be able to still lead the same lifestyle that you lead right now
Okay,
in Miami?
Actually, I've spoken about this before because I used to be big.
'Cause, babe, how you gonna get in the club?
I used to be big.
Or in
and,
boats. That shit was sink.
I honestly feel like I didn't feel bad about myself because of society. Oh, I felt bad. I didn't feel bad about myself because of the way that I personally felt. I felt more timid and shy because of the way that society looks at fat people. Like, yes, when I was fat, I'm a loud person, but like I would be more to myself, or I would try not to grab too much attention because I feel like it feels like
BBWs
people
are a
think
thing.
that people feel
Well,
like you look
unfortunately,
disgusting.
perception
Yeah.
is everything.
Yeah.
That is just the reality of it, or else we'd all be in sweats right now, in buns, and just super sloppy. Nobody would ever try. But the way we present ourselves, the way that we show ourselves, that's how people are going to treat us. So if you are fat, sorry to say, it shows that you don't have the discipline or the work, you don't put in the work to kind of like have that effort. Like, it's like you have, like, you're overall lazy. You're not putting in effort.
So when I was bigger, I used to be like, oh, I've always been chubby. Do you look at people who were like, who grew up chubby differently than people
No.
who gained weight?
No. So this is what I will say. I will say, like, if you have a health condition or something that is preventing you from losing it, that's one thing. But if you are actively can put in the effort and
There's
lose
nothing
it,
preventing you from losing it.
I can't speak on that. I'm not really sure. But if you are capable of losing it, you don't have anything in your way, but you're not making the effort, that is 100% your fault. And whatever way you feel from society is 100% your fault as well. Because if you didn't like it, that's the world.
Why'd you lose the weight if you were happy with yourself? You said because society?
It's actually hard for me to say exactly why I lost the weight because at the same time I stopped taking birth control. That's one thing. I was in a bad breakup, and then also it was around that time where some people lose baby fat, so it could have been any of those things.
That nigga hurt you.
Here's the thing. I think controversial take. I think bullying is good. I think we need to bully fat people. I think we need to bully stupid people. I think we need to tell people when they say dumb shit that they're stupid. And I think the reason why so many people say ridiculous things that don't align with reality is because we don't tell people that they're stupid anymore. You know? Oh, no, you just have attention deficit disorder. Oh, no, you're just depressed. No, you're just stupid. You're fat. You can't pay attention. You can't focus. You need to work on that.
I mean, yeah, you should be straightforward so they can be better. I agree with
But
that.
we're not straightforward with people.
Hmm?
We're not straightforward with people.
Yeah, we tell them lies that they want to hear.
I think the people that
So we're
truly
nice.
love you will be
That's
honest
true.
with you.
I mean, I think, if anything, a woman that's fat is an absolute failure. You had one job. Be pretty. You can find a guy.
I totally agree with that. Like, there's a lot of women my age that I used to be friends with in high school, and like from before then to now, they're just like kind of let themselves go. They don't really care, you know, feminism. They're just kind of like, they're going to the clubs, they're going out, and they're just living life to the fullest on easy mode. And it's like, wow, you don't get it. Like, you're failing. And in 10 years from now, you're going to be like, oh shit,
The worst part
where
is
am I at in life?
is your health, because when you're, sorry to say, obese or fat, you have heart issues, issues with your stomach, and the worst part is this: you have kids.
Yeah.
You pass away early. Whose fault is that? Your fat ass. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just very reluctant to tell women they're fat, and I think we need to tell more women they're fat because there's more. If you look at the fat population, it's actually majority female.
Yeah,
not men. The average woman in the United States is 170 pounds.
Look, I think that the bullying helps because I was working
The
out
average
even
black
when I was
woman's
chubby.
187. Just had to say that too.
I knew it was coming. I didn't know when. I was like, I didn't say
Hey,
race.
it's true, man.
This is anti-black.
No, you're not.
That's anti-black. Hey y'all.
Stating a fact is anti-black.
It's
I
true.
said, nah, you don't have. But what if she carries it well? What if she carries the 187 well?
It's still there. Put it on the
Listen,
scale. Still
I
carry
don't know.
something.
Bro, I'm 6'3" and about 200 pounds. That is incredible that a woman is 187 pounds. Like what?
I don't know what that looks like.
She gonna 187 herself. Fucking death. That's what it is, man.
It's all proportioned differently depending on your body size and your height and stuff.
Even the
You know what? Hold on.
proportions, like
Let me use that logic.
Pause.
My money is proportioned differently. Okay. You know, I don't got any right now.
Yeah.
But my friend has some. He has some proportion. I got some in this bank account. Well, not really. It's gonna get there. Why is it that like you would never accept males being bums or males being mediocre, but we're supposed to sit here and accept female mediocrity? If a woman is fat, we're supposed to accept it and love it and treasure it. But if a guy's a loser, y'all ain't giving no loser nigga a chance.
But you look for the right. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was mean to a guy today. Like, I literally even went into work. I was like, don't roast me in the chat. I said, why is he talking to me? I said, he has a neck roll. But
but you're talking about fat people, so I will say how you said and how you said.
I was not in the mood. Okay, I was just trying to get my lunch and go back to work.
See, and think about that. So men aren't even evaluated on their looks to that degree, right? Like if a dude's fat but he has money, he can at least get by. Like a woman, let's be honest. If you're fat, you lost. Like that. Like, well, I mean, you can find somebody.
He had a double chin.
I wasn't. I know it was like okay in the front, but like what?
So you want to accept a fat nigga? You want me to take a fat bitch?
Bro, like the neck was just necking in the back.
Necking.
The neck was necking.
Girl,
The neck was necking in the back.
Like you guys say, like but if they're like carrying it well, like if the proportions are okay, right? Go curvy women, and in that way, you're saying like, oh, okay. You're saying you're for the fat people, right? You're saying it's okay, right? But only if she looks good, only if she's curvy. If she's not carrying it well, are you really gonna be like she still looks good?
So I'm not saying I'm for the fat people. I'm all about health and fitness because I work out every day and I know what it's like to be a bigger girl. I mean, the most I've ever been was like 170. Okay, so let's not.
Oh, you were the average.
The average, yes.
Why'd you decide to lose the weight then if it was average?
I didn't lose the weight on purpose. I just started focusing more on my health and like the weight just like came off. So
And someone broke your heart, yeah.
no, I break hearts, honey. So yeah,
with-
it's not
with that
about
weight.
that. And like fat people, like they have their own little thing, meaning like fat people are able to find their other half. You know what I mean? It just depends what level you're going for
Fat
and who
women
you're
are
going
able
for.
to find the other half.
Yeah, I feel like and
Fat women are. Fat dude, you better have $500,000.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay, we got some more chats here.
All right, and then we'll close this thing out because I think we got some ladies that got to hit the club. All right, ladies, if you had which are going to go in for free, by the way.
Yep, facts.
Ladies, if you had a son trying to find a woman in the modern dating place, would you be okay with him dating a woman like you? If yes, what qualities do you have to justify that? If no, why?
Raise your hands if you would be okay with your son dating a woman like you. Man, y'all lying, man. Goddamn. Well, maybe you, but the rest
All
of
right.
them.
What's so great about being outside without your man? FOMO.
Fear missing out.
That's you, right? That you said you want to be outside without your man?
No, I don't need. I would want him to be out with me, but I tend to date men who are like. I like men who give me the attention and blossom around me. I like the guy who's like masculine, kind of like quiet, but he's stern. His presence is there, but he doesn't need to say much.
Yeah, because you talk too much.
I do talk a lot, and what about it?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, but she's
Alright.
Haitian.
Exactly.
Yes,
Parle
I
avec moi.
Well, yes, sir. We déjà connais, oui. Yes.
All right. KK Palmer approved one of Myron's quotes. A woman can turn into a horrible person when she has leverage in a relationship. Don't date a woman more clouded than you guys. Yeah, that's true, bro. You don't want to date a girl with a lot of fame. It'll fuck you up. I don't believe the entrepreneur route is for me. Is minimalism, Aaron Claire style, and then going real estate a good way? Go
Yeah, of
for it.
course.
You'll have
Why
more
not?
money to invest. Yo, Fresh, since Myron got the last lap dance on stream and you felt a little left out, I heard Fuzi can handstand twerk the roof of a car. Just some free game from a brother.
Whoa.
Pause, bro.
Bro, pause, dog.
That was gay.
So Fuzi's not canceled right now?
I thought
No,
so.
no, not canceled. No, he's out here lit.
Living life.
Fresh and Fit, love what you do at my auto detail shop after working 10 hours. The show goes on. As I say to those that know me, keep up, catch up, or get left behind.
Shout out to you, bro.
Facts, bro.
Curly
Gaby. I'll never let my girl go to Miami. These girls in a relationship always have a sneaky link when traveling out with their boyfriend, especially to Miami. Facts.
Oh, you know it, bro.
Bro, if your girl says, I'm going to Miami,
Just break up with her.
you break up with her,
Yeah,
bro. Real
facts.
talk. Break up with her.
It's tough.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. 20. What does that say? Rumble automatically auto scale it down. So I have to look at these non-baddies. Oh, this is good. FNF a lot to my brother and I. Means a lot. We know we ain't alone in the way that we think. The world needs you guys and the Tates. The world needs men like us. They stay strong friends and keep going. Support FNF. Appreciate that. Sticking
Appreciate it,
meth.
bro.
Well, yeah, a lot of guys don't think like us, which is why we have women saying the things that they say, to be honest. All right. We host the Tommy Robinson debate in the future. Oh, I think we read that one? Yeah. And then Love You Guys, Man, it's only up from here. That's from Stop Bugging.
That's true.
And then Devious. Your show vindicated what I've experienced for years. We need shows like yours for guys that are struggling. Keep leading from the front. You guys have my support. FNF. We got you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Dean for Truth goes, that European girl lying on reality. You can have your opinions, but don't deny how things are, then make shit up. Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
You have anything you want to say back to Dean for Truth?
Huh?
He's talking about you.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I should.
Yeah, get some help.
Yeah, she ain't changing, bro.
She said waste your
Keep leading from the front, gents. Guys, the purpose of the podcast isn't to change the girls' minds. It's to let you guys know that arguing with women is futile and they're not going to change their minds.
Yeah.
So that you guys don't waste your time arguing with women. I tell you all the time, bro, you're in a relationship with a girl, it's your way of the fucking highway, man. We don't negotiate with terrorists. You know?
And men are not made to
No
argue.
offense, ladies. But
They're made to solve problems.
yes, don't argue with women, guys. It's not
So
worth
the problem
it.
is...
Are any of you, realistically speaking, are any of you guys going to change after the show?
No.
There you niggas go.
So imagine arguing with your girl.
Yeah.
Won't solve any problems. So
Yeah.
what you do is you get rid of her. Then the problem's solved.
No, lead better. Be a strong leader. Stand your ground.
Compromise.
Compromising shows that you're not a strong leader. And then you said that be a strong what? Leader? You
Yeah,
said-
be a strong. I will listen to a man who I.
yeah, I'll leave myself out that shitty relationship.
Whatever.
If a woman can't listen to me, she's literally useless.
I'll listen when you say right.
No, you
I
won't.
listen. I listen. I listen.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Man,
A lot of the time.
man. That's why black women taking L's, man.
No,
All right.
I'm a dub.
Yo, y'all don't listen, man. Keep leading from the front, gents. Fuck the haters, and shout out to Henny Chris representing the chat.
Shout out Henny Chris.
All right. Marcel 116. Black women already get livid at white women taking their black men. Just wait until the white trans women start taking their men.
Exactly. I'm telling you. You can be mad. You think it's a joke?
God
That's
damn.
just serious.
That'd be bad.
Yo, surgery nowadays, bro, it's scary. It's really scary.
Bro, they're already losing to Becky. It's going to suck when they lose to fucking Tom, who's posing as a Becky.
That shit wild.
Tammy.
That shit wild, bro.
Yeah. Ladies, would you rather be a sanitation worker making over $120,000 a year and working 60 hours a week, or an office manager making $55,000 a year and working 40 hours a week? Which one? We'll start with you. Sanitation worker, $120,000 a year, but
Office
you're working
manager.
60 hours a week.
Office manager.
Okay. What about you? What would you prefer?
I'd be an office manager if I had to pick.
Okay.
That's so hard because I love money, but office manager.
Okay. What about you?
Same here.
Office manager?
Mhm.
Same.
Bro.
Yo, you debated this whole topic and you chose what you were talking against.
You triggered my trap card!
Oh.
Yo, bro.
More power.
Because of the
as an
wage
office
gap
manager.
question. The wage gap question.
You said you could lead your man, but you're choosing a lower amount of money because it's easier, more comfortable, and it's because of choice.
Well, depends
I know
on
brain
my
cells.
man. You know, it can also be that we both provide just as much. And if I was an office manager, I would feel more just content and satisfied with my life.
You're dating a shadow. You haven't even seen him.
I met his family and his friends.
You've
I've talked
not
to
met
his
him.
dad after our last podcast.
No, sweetheart. You never met him. He's a shadow to you.
What's that, a ghost?
Registered partnership, shadow.
That's a ghost.
Bro, you don't live in reality. You don't.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I wish it
I have
better.
a different reality.
Fucking believe this. We just had a whole debate on why women deserve less money.
You can't
And when
make this
given
up.
the option to make double the income but work 20 more hours in a laborious job, all of you picked the office job.
Wonder why.
Forgetting that we literally just had a debate on this like 12 minutes ago.
I picked the manager job that shows that I can have influence over people. I didn't pick the office job. I just don't want to be a sanitation worker.
Why is
Because that
that?
wouldn't be a fulfilling.
That's the whole point.
No, that wouldn't be a fulfilling thing for me to do.
But that's
Why
what he's
isn't it
saying.
fulfilling?
What the fuck did I say earlier?
Why isn't it
I said
fulfilling?
women pick jobs that fulfill them and they don't
Because-
care about the money. But
Yep.
men care about jobs that make the money and they don't care if they're necessarily fulfilled. Men are willing to sacrifice fulfillment for income.
To
Women are
provide.
not willing to do that. That proves my point.
Men
Women
like-
make less because they fucking deserve less because they make decisions like that. I'd rather make $55K a year and sit in a temperature cool
Yes.
office than work a sanitation job. This is why women deserve less because y'all are fucking lazy when it comes to laborious work. That's the truth. And you guys just proved it just now.
That's why it's not.
independent.
That's why it's not fulfilling because you want to be.
the amount of money you make.
It's my purpose,
And
Myron. I'm independent. And
That's
I
fine.
love it.
If you don't
but-
prioritize money, that's okay, but that's your choice. It's not because you're a woman, it's because you choose to not prioritize money. So
Yeah.
therefore you deserve less because you don't choose jobs that are harder.
Listen, man, you love cars.
Am I am I in a bizarre world?
Bro, she's an NPC.
Am I crazy right now?
NPC.
Chat, what are y'all seeing right now? Bro,
Think of the roses.
I'm losing hair.
Think of the roses.
Me too.
So good, so good.
Ice cream so good.
So good. NPC. So good. More shots, Chris?
This is what I mean. And
No,
here's
we
the
don't.
thing. She's trying to be an international lawyer. She wants to be a lawyer. Like,
You're done.
like, bro,
You're done.
how are y'all gonna argue in court with this? My feelings?
Yeah, I'm so good.
Like, how are you guys gonna?
Not with made up stats.
Yeah, there's specific facts in a specific case. It's
Every
not.
stat I gave was absolutely factual.
I did
Nah.
not see
What stat was
the
made up?
Sources.
Tell me what stat was made up.
You were
Tell
speaking
me-
about general
Resources.
perspective of everything.
You can pick and choose your stats.
Stats
you
are
know.
typically done in generalities.
No, if there's a specific case and there's an evidence, that's where.
What was I incorrect about? Go ahead.
Please tell us.
No, but everyday life it works case by case. It doesn't just work in general. What works? For
Answer the question. What was I incorrect about? Please tell me. What was I actually factually incorrect about?
You got it.
Name one thing.
The wage gap thing. Yes.
Did you not just see 2
Men
minutes ago?
and
We
women
went around the
in
table,
the
gave you a
same
choice, and you
position.
chose a lower paying job?
Because it's more fulfilling to me. It's such as
Yeah,
I
so
would
good.
like.
That's fine.
If
Yeah,
a
no, so
guy
good.
But you
chose
chose.
a job that's more
Think of it as
fulfilling
this.
to them, and they saw that they
Come
have
on,
more
NPC.
value. Than the
Did you
amount
or
of
did you
money
not
they
pick the
make.
job?
Yo, she's mad serious.
Yeah, man, I'm so good.
Did you or
picked
did
the
you not
job.
pick? You picked the job, right? You picked the lower paying job, right?
Yes.
So therefore, you
More
deserve the
fulfilling
lower
job.
paying job because you picked it.
Yes, but generally the job isn't lower paying. It was just that the
Oh my God.
She doesn't want to deal with the
It
biohazards.
literally said $55,000 a year, and the other one said $120,000 per year. How more clear does it need to be?
no how you are presenting it is that
Hold the L, man. Just hold
Yeah,
the L.
yeah, just
hold the L.
You
man.
want to be a lawyer?
it's-
wait. She? Her?
You literally want to be a lawyer. You do understand as a lawyer, you have to argue off of facts and not your feelings. You've been arguing off your feelings all this time.
yes, because my feelings are personal to me and facts are.
Facts.
Ice cream so good. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, but you do understand that your feelings might not necessarily be facts and or true, but the facts are always true. That's what makes
Yes,
it a fact.
but you don't speak factually. I've
What did I say that wasn't a fact? You couldn't prove it again just now with the choice thing. We just proved that you
I
were
did
wrong.
not prepare a debate. I do not have facts to back myself up with.
so what are you talking
I
about?
do-
What are you
I
arguing
do
for?
know
Out of your
so many
ass?
inventors that are
Yeah,
female.
If you were not prepared to discuss about facts, then why are you arguing if you're not prepared?
She wants to talk.
Whose fault is it if you're not prepared?
because it's not an equal debate really, or it's not a conversation when you are prepared with your facts.
If
with your
if we
stats,
were talking about makeup,
and you have
if we were talking about makeup or maybe something feminine, right? I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to argue with you about L'Oreal is better. I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to defer to your authority in that situation because you know more about it. If I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is fact, I have backup I have facts to prove this. This is objectively true, proven by your own answers, by the way. Like, it's the truth. Then you're going to say, well, I'm unprepared and this is not my expertise. Then why the fuck are you talking?
if I would sit there and quiet and agree with you, then it wouldn't really.
So you're arguing to argue then?
Pretty much.
No.
She a lawyer.
Yeah. You're arguing to argue.
Well
Well,
said.
fantastic. You made yourself look foolish. Do you have anything else? What was I? Do you have anything that I was wrong about?
Well, she just meant, and what I meant as well. You were
Go
a
ahead.
lot of the times asking, what do we generally think about this or this? But we were speaking from our personal perspective.
But I phrased every question from a generality standpoint, and then I said you can specify in your own experience after. I was very clear about
Yeah,
that. in the beginning.
nothing wrong with that.
What?
She said there's nothing wrong with that.
But I told you, give me the general answer, then you can give your personal experience.
Okay.
But you guys only spoke from personal experience.
Well, our main point was that that's how we are, and we don't care how other people are.
That's a very narcissistic and solipsistic way to view the world.
And you didn't say that.
Why is it narcissistic? Like,
If
I
you
don't judge
only-
anyone. That was my point.
No, if you only answer things that are asked you in a general sense, and you only give your perspective and refuse to accept the general perspective and how the world really works, that is narcissism at the highest level.
No, I accept them. It's just I think differently.
That's fine that you think differently, but that does not discount the fact that most people don't think like you. Therefore, the general public does not think like you. The world doesn't operate like you. And it's important to acknowledge how the world works versus your own personal thought.
Yeah, I'm acknowledging it.
Yeah, as a woman, just take accountability and understand why you deserve less.
Bruh.
Best thing you said all night.
Here's the thing, too. This is a big reason why women are not good leaders. And you guys just proved it. When asked questions about generalities, you guys regressed back to your own personal belief system. That's absolutely low IQ behavior. For example, I'm doing okay financially, but I'm not going to run around and say world hunger doesn't exist, because it absolutely does exist. My own personal experience does not necessarily reflect the realities of the world. You need to be able to think outside the box, think outside of your experience, think outside your country, your continent. The world doesn't revolve around you. Like, this is crazy. Y'all only gave answers based on you and weren't able to critically think about how things really operate outside of your own solipsistic worldview. That's crazy to me. But here's the funny part. A lot of women think that way, which is why they're not good leaders.
Man, go back to the club, man.
Touche. Anyway, I think that's the end of the show.
Yes.
This was a hair puller. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to.
And Wednesday, we
get another
have
transplant.
Special guests.
Yeah, Wednesday, we got FuzzyTube and
FuzzyTube.
Sneeko in the house. It's going to be lit, guys. We'll catch you guys over there. All the ladies' Instagrams are below.
Go follow them and send them some
Feel
lovely
free to send them a dick pic.
pictures.
I'm sure they love it.
No, don't send me that shit.
Don't do that.
Send me money.
No, don't send her money.
What?
If y'all send her money, don't watch our podcast, you fucking simps. Anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Fresh and Fit on Wednesday. with FuzzyTube and Sneeko. Peace.
Peace.